Welcome back. When last we left off, the party had searched for the threat of an arcane assassin known as a Volstrucker, only to find nothing. But just as their guard began to drop, Bazza felt a strange energy in his chesticles and knew he was cursed. He worked with Mikhail, also known as the folktale character of the Bagman, to find a way to mute part of this curse. Ray and Galliard went to meet with some strange priests and healers in the Apophytes, the islet of Otha that houses the government and religious centers of the Othamore region, where they learned through autopsy of some recovered bodies that the curse surrounding Beekeeper Peak has changed. They also learned that there might be a way through this curse, but it would require an item known as a prime sensor of protection, found only in the hands of judicators of Vasselheim. The party also summoned Sirius the Boatman and learned that he is very likely to be a remainder of a previous god of death's servants, and that he is ferrying souls to Beekeeper Peak, but even he does not know why. Bazza had weird dreams about Velsius. They chatted it out, learning that they may be more connected than they initially thought, and the party also collectively agreed that an ambush on the Volstrucker might be the best way forward. So Galliard ventured back into the swamps of Otha, toward the old Maroon Way camp he had once infiltrated, hoping to find some pieces of his past and a place for a potential future battle. But Galliard found something else. A tall and powerful minotaur, bearing a flag with the symbol of his greatest foe, the Weeping Eye. The two have just raised their weapons against one another, beginning the dance of death known as a duel. We will see who lives and who dies in this episode of The Veiled Light. This is what remains of the Maroon Way Fortress, as you recall it. Over here is the tree where Dordock was, and is now blossomed into this strange, otherworldly growth. The two displacer beasts, let's get to them, are over here. They're currently sharing what little of the food remains that was thrown down on the ground at them. And directly in front of you, standing tall and powerful, bearing these two wicked chains with blades on the end, is, dear lord, this thing is rough, is Call. As he stands in his armor, his horns curling out towards you like points of their own, like spear tips. As he says, "Who's gonna start this?" As you and I are gonna roll initiative.
Bet.
Okay. What did you roll?
I rolled a 14.
Great. Cool. Turn-based mode. Cole goes first.
Lit.
So, Cole is going to stride forward to just within 10 feet of you.
Okay.
And the whole time he walks forward, he's whipping these chains around until he launches one at you. Let's see.
While he does that, can I observe to see how long the chains are?
Yes, you can. Cool. That's a 17 plus 9. So that will hit you.
Yikes. That's a big time hit.
And you notice the chain goes out for 10 feet.
Okay.
Okay. So that will be 7 points of slashing damage on that. And then the second chain whips out at you. That's 14 plus 9. So 23. And that'll be another 7 points of slashing damage as these chains whip out, pierce into the side, the weakened points near the joints of your armor, and then slide down, leaving a blood trail as your wounds bleed open. And he pulls the 2 chains back to him, and he says, "Decent start."
Can I do a reaction for him stepping within 10 feet of me?
Yes, you can.
But before that question, when he attacks me with the chains, can I see how thick the chains are? Are they like super thick? Are they like have I seen these kind of chains before, whether it's like hauling stuff or moving things?
These look like the chains that you would chain up an animal with.
Okay. Would I know how strong the chains are?
Give me a survival check?
Okay.
Actually, no. Give me an intelligence check, a straight intelligence roll.
Straight intelligence, copy.
Yep.
That is an 18.
An 18. You would gauge that these chains would be pretty difficult to break in some sort of attack or maneuver.
Okay.
That they are crafted to hold back beasts of incredible size, and that it would take a lot of force for you to break that.
Okay, awesome. Then for my reaction for him stepping within 10 feet, I'm gonna go for just the reaction attack, I guess.
Go for it.
That's an 18. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit. Roll
Okay,
damage.
And that's a 13.
13. Cool. You throw the spear out to the end of its length and pierce into part of his chest as he moves forward, pushing those 2 attacks into you as you trade blows. He reaches a hand down and he touches the wound with the blood, and he holds the blood up and he goes, "This will be fun." And he's going to rage.
Go.
As he does that. And it's not a primal scream. It's not Kratos yelling at the gods. It's this calmness that seems to wash over his body. Like he has one purpose here, and it's to end you. Galliard, it's your turn.
Okay, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna ask him. So like I'm touching the wounds and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Is Viz still alive?
He makes eye contact. It's like he's never lost it. He's always locked in now. Last I left him, but that was weeks ago.
Well, I'm gonna go for 2 attacks.
Go
with
for
my
it.
glaive.
Go for it.
First one is a 19.
That hits.
Second one is
Remember, 19's a crit as well.
Oh shit! Yeah. No, it's oh yeah, total. Well, it has to land on the 19, right?
Oh yeah, it has to be a rolled 19.
Yeah. No. It's 19
Okay.
total.
19 total.
And then the other one is a 16.
Cool. Those both hit. 16
Okay,
just
lit.
barely hits.
Okay, lit.
Mm-hmm.
So for the first attack, oof, that's a full 12 plus 4. That's a 16. The first one.
Okay, is that all physical damage?
Yeah.
Great. So it's 8.
And then, it's 8. Okay, cool. And then the last one is going to be, and that is a 13 again.
Great. So we'll run that down to 6. Cool.
And that would end my turn.
Any smites? Nothing.
No.
Okay. You open these wounds on his body, and you watch as each hit, he kind of takes it and then just goes, good. Good. I gotta commend it to you, Galliard. Most would normally be dead by now. As he, let's see. Yeah. He's going to cast Hunter's Mark on you. So you will also be Hunter's Marked. And then he is going to...
I forgot to do damage for Hunter's Mark.
Do it.
On those. My bad. What is that? That's, thanks for reminding me, because I forgot. First one's going to be 3, and the other one's going to be a 1.
He Hunter's Marks you, and he walks forward, and he takes the chains down to where the blades are in his hand, and he comes at you and swipes in person as he moves directly next to you.
Okay.
Let's see what he does. Natural 19. Yeah, 28. And then you're lucky. That's a natural 1. So, 1 hit. That's 9 points of slashing. Plus 5. So that is 15, 14 points of damage.
You said no plus. Okay.
Yep. And then he is going to allow himself to burn with divine fury on that hit. And you'll watch as there is like an otherworldly light that moves down under his fur into his hand and then into the blade of the weapon as it strikes out at you. And that will be 6 points of necrotic damage.
Lit.
And at the end of these blows, he takes a step back and looks you up and down, and he sees that you're still standing. And he says, good. Your turn. Hurt me. It's your turn.
I'm going to... Now, it's not going to be a movement or anything, but it's going to like just circle him, I guess, story-wise, while I'm kind of repositioning myself.
Well, you can circle him. Where do you want to circle him?
No, I'm just going to walk around him in a sense of like, just story-wise, just walking around him like I'm looking at him. He's looking at me. We're never losing sight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Full 360, I guess. Nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying?
This is like the samurai battle where you hit it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
On some fucking Kill Bill shit.
And the
You know
two
what I'm
of
saying?
you are like just kind of shifting around kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
I'm going to say his name was Orion before you took him. Do you call him something differently?
Yeah. Some call him Ravager. Others Skull Splitter. Me, I call him Skinner.
Thanks. I'm going to go for 2 glaive attacks.
As you do, he smiles.
First one is a dirty 20. The other one's a 19,
All
baby.
right,
26.
all right, that's a crit. Okay.
All right. Let me pump. Okay, so the first one, just a dirty 20. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to go for a regular hit. Actually, no. I'll do regular smite on that one. Just level 1. So for the first one, I'm gonna go for that is 15 on just straight damage, and then it's what is it 2d8, and so it'll be 15 for just regular damage and a total of 6 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then because I'm always gonna forget, I'm always gonna ask no matter what. How does crits work again?
Roll the damage dice, double the total. If it's a 1, re-roll it.
Okay. And then it's do I double the damage for the smite as well or no?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. Lit. But for the regular, it's gonna be 13 again. Lit.
Hunter's Mark is also doubled.
Yeah, Hunter's Mark is also doubled. Did you roll Hunter's Mark for the first hit?
No, for the first one, it's going to be a 1.
Great.
And then for smite, I'm gonna do level 2.
Okay.
It'll be 3. It'll be a total. Fuck me. 6 plus 7 plus 8. Somebody.
21.
So 21.
So 42.
And then 42. And then Hunter's Mark on that one is 2, so it'll be 4. So for that one, it'll be 13 plus.
Is 13 base the weapon damage?
Base damage. Yeah. Okay. So do I gotta double that one too or no?
It would just stay 13.
Okay, 13, and then So do the math for me because the math. It got me fucked up.
59 points of damage.
Yeah.
After the barbarian halves the 13 and keeps it, well, it would go to 26, but it stays at 13.
Depends on the source too. Because it'd be radiant damage from the smite, right?
Right, the half is only for his glaive attack.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm just putting numbers in.
Are you good? I don't envy that because I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, the math is mathing
Cool.
right now. Is a problem.
You hit him. He wells up with blood in his mouth, and he. It tastes the divine about you. Too bad they won't matter much longer.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's gonna attack you again. It's just his move. That's just what he's doing. He's just on you. Yeah. Again, the glaives swing out at you. Yep. Love it. Cool. That's one hit. Nine points of slashing.
Okay.
And again, the divine fury shoots through the weapon. And that'll be 8 points of necrotic.
Sick. While he does that, I'm gonna use Vengeful Assault.
Okay.
To attack.
Go for it.
Just like a As a 24.
24?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that hits.
Okay.
That definitely hits him.
That is a 14.
14. All right.
Oh, plus 3. 17.
Great. Yep. He takes it. Oh yeah. He is going to move back over here. Still within the 10 feet.
Mm.
And he's going to look at the animals, the 2 displacer beasts, and he says, "Go play now. Daddy's working." And these 2 displacer beasts are going to hop up onto the wall, and you watch them bound off on the other side. If my fucking computer could stop panicking for a moment. Oh my god, that's so annoying. Great.
It's just too lit, bro. The battle map's too lit.
And then he turns to you again. One second. Oh my god, hello. Okay, cool. That's a natural 1 on one, and then a natural 19 on the other. Love it. Cool. He hits you again.
Eh.
As he goes for it. So that's 8 points of slashing damage. And oh. And 8 points of necrotic.
Yikes.
And yeah. Okay, cool. That doesn't matter here. Awesome. He goes, your son taught me how to take the scales off a dragonborn. Now, he told me he learned it when he was a child. I'm wondering if he saw what you did to your family. Come on, Galliard, why don't you try to fucking kill me? It's your turn.
Sick. Well, it's looking rough. It's looking rough. I am going to do. I'm sorry. I'm thinking.
You're good. He sent the displacer beasts away. Just want to clarify. They're leaving. What you doing?
I'm thinking. I'm like, I have a plan, but I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do this. Ooh, can I see cover around the area? If I were to, what's within 30 feet of me, like cover-wise, that I can see and get to?
Nothing really.
Okay, that's sick. Well, I mean,
You could make it to the ruins of the walls with 30 feet of movement? Maybe?
okay, sick. Oh, fuck, I got no choice. I'm gonna Misty step towards the edge.
Which edge? Over here?
Yeah, like towards the stairs.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna use the remainder of my 30 feet to get up to like the stairs. As far as I can go.
That's 30.
Cool. So I cast that. Let me see. How did this?
What are you
this
casting?
work? Oh no, it was a Misty Step.
Oh, okay.
I casted Misty Step.
But is Misty
And-
Step a bonus action?
Yeah,
It is a bonus action. Yeah.
but
so
you can't
do-
use any other spells.
Yeah. And you do
No, it's
still
fine.
have...
I just need to get
Hands,
away. Yeah. No, that's what I was thinking. So I'm gonna do lay on hands. I'm gonna do
Okay.
15. I'm gonna touch myself. Hey yo.
Okay.
Pause. Actually, yeah, we'll do 15. And then I am going to use my channel divinity. Specifically harness divine power to get a level 2 spell slot back.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of leave that at that. How far away is he from me?
Far?
Because I do still have an action, right?
No. Lay on hands
Not
is
with
an
all
action.
Okay, copy. Then I'm good.
Okay. You blink out, and he turns and looks at you and sees you on the other side of this wall. And he says, Galliard, you were supposed to kill me! And he's gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Nope, that's not close enough for those. So he runs. He gets there. He takes a hand axe on his belt and he flings it at you. That's a 4 plus 9, doesn't hit. He flings it out and it bounces off of the beautiful dwarven armor you have. And he says, and he throws another one. That's cocked. Nope. You're lucky.
The facts.
Cool. It's your turn again. He's chasing you.
Oh, for sure, I get it. I fucking get it, dog. I fucking get it. Fuck.
Up here. Hold on, let's
Also,
see
this
the
went by
ruin.
a lot faster than I thought.
It's a cool little
I was
ruin.
expecting. So I'm gonna walk up the stairs slowly, just kind of taunting them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna ask him, you mentioned Splinter did things to my son. What did she do?
5, 10, 15, 20. Do you want a full movement up? Or just be at the top?
Full movement up.
So you want to be like 10 feet back, 10 feet
I
to
got
the
the
left?
high ground Anakin.
What do you want to be?
No, just straight.
That's 30.
Okay. And then while I'm doing that and I'm saying that, I'm gonna cast, because it is a full blown action. I'm gonna cast lay on hands, cure wounds. I'm sorry, cure wounds. At level 2. Yeah.
Okay. Do it.
Which is
Do it. Get them heals, girl.
15. 15 plus 4, so 19 total.
19 total.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And then yeah, that's all I do.
Good stuff. Cool. That's your turn.
He said, "Get some heals, girl."
As he reaches the base of the stairs, you watch the horns first, and then the face, and then the body as he walks up, just dragging the chains up the stairs as he walks behind you. He says, Galliard, you did to her, or she did to him what he does to all of them. Every little one. She flays them, she pokes them, she burns them, she beats them. And if they live, Galliard, if they live, they get to serve. You should be proud of your boy. He didn't just live, he's thriving. He is going to whip the chains at you. And he's going to whip them both to where they would clap together at your head as he flings them. $15 plus 9. And a natural 1.
Yeah, that's a hit for sure.
Awesome. That's 8 points of slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first hit of this turn. Divine Fury activates. That will be 6 plus 3. 5 plus 3. So that's necrotic damage. 8 points necrotic. And then you're still Hunter's Marked, which is another D6. That's 3 more points of damage.
Did he get within 10 feet of me?
Yes, he is.
Oh Lord, baby.
Do it.
Does a 17 hit?
It does. It does hit.
That's gonna be a 12.
Okay. Awesome. He smiles at the strike. It's your turn.
Okay, lit. I'm gonna go for 2 attacks.
Go for it.
Lit. 24 and an 18.
Both hit.
Cool. So for the first one, I'm gonna do Divine Smite level 1.
Go for it.
That is a 10 plus. The fuck's Divine Smite? The 8. I always forget 2d8. That is, yeah. So that was that 10. Oh, right here. 5, 6. 6.
Okay.
Of radiant damage.
Awesome.
And then for the second one, I'm gonna just go for regular attack.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm gonna leave it alone. That one's going to be a straight 12 plus 4. That's a 16.
Okay.
And I don't have, or I still have a bonus action, right?
You do.
Cool. Then I'll do pole arm on that one.
Go for it.
I'll find it right there. That's a nat 20.
Nice.
That's a nat 20 hit.
It does.
Okay. And that's what the Asmodeus dice. That's what's up. So that's 1d4 plus 4. So for that one, it's just double damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be that's going to be 7. And then I still have the Hunter's Mark on him, so I'll roll 3 for 3 attacks. So first was going to be 2, 3, and then double the 1 for 2.
Okay. For the first time, you see a little wear and tear on his body. He's been taking wounds, but you see now there is like a reaction to it through the rage. You're doing well for raising Skinner. It's kind of what I expected. You're still gonna die, though. He attacks.
Above table is looking like it.
He attacks again.
Lit.
$16.
It does not hit.
Okay. And then 21.
That for sure hits.
Seven points of slashing, plus Hunter's Mark, which is 5 points, plus Divine Fury, which is 6 points of necrotic.
6, so I'm unconscious.
So he flips out a blade and it finds its way into one of the segments of the dwarven armor. And it meets flesh. And it's cold. And then it's warm, and it's a sickening warmth of necroses as his divine fury pushes through your stomach, up into your chest. You feel yourself coughing up blood as you fall down on the ground up here at the base of what was once a tower that you felt when you and your friends were here the first time. He watches you fall, and he drops the chains, and the rage falls away as he walks over to you. And he takes a hand, and he grabs you by the throat, and he lifts up your body as you, Galliard, are beginning to lapse in and out of consciousness. And he says, "You should be proud. I've killed many a man, and it took nowhere near as long as this." I told you I'd take your scales back to your son. He takes you and he slams you face first into the ground. He reaches down, and you feel his fingers grab at the base of your skull and start pulling. And you hear as he pulls a handful of your scales off of the back of your head.
Jesus.
You know what I'm gonna do, Galliard? I always thought it'd be interesting. I've always wanted to see if someone could hunt me. So I'm not gonna kill you here. He picks you up, and he holds your waning eyes as they're lapsing in and out of consciousness to his face. Galliard, you can find me in Jorhas. And if you want to face me alone, we can do this dance again, and you'll lose again. And when you do, I'll put you on a pike, and I'll let my soldiers dance around your corpse. Or, hell, you might kill me. In which case, I'd say you finally earned something in your life.
What was I saying? Are you gonna tell him I'm dead or alive?
I'm gonna tell him you were a disappointment. He chucks you off the edge of the tower into the swamp below. And you lose yourself to unconsciousness.
I tried my best, y'all. I tried so hard.
Did you though?
I feel like I did.
Siromon. Siromon, it's fairly early in the morning when you awake.
Ooh,
You see that the...
Is it the 9th?
Yes, it's the 9th.
Okay.
9th of Brusindar. You see that the tower is quiet, as your other companions are likely sleeping or meditating or busy in different parts of the tower that you can't currently see.
Yeah.
Now, you remember agreeing to help the Swampers and the Ranger patrols of the Zalezo with swampland cleanup. Just making sure that the dead stay dead, and that if their bodies can be found, they can be properly dealt with.
Yeah.
As you find yourself leaving your... Well, actually, what bedroom does Siromon find in the tower that suits his needs?
Is it like the chairs where it's like a room that applies to you?
No.
Like it fits you?
No,
No,
it's
a room?
just Siromon would think bedroom that I could use, and then something kind of like that would appear, but it's Ruddy Pete, so you know something about it will be fucked. So what kind of bedroom do we find you leaving as you head into the foyer?
I think when Siromon thinks bedroom that I can use, it would be, knowing Ruddy Pete, it is a bedroom that was probably used too much and now is not in use because of it. And I just find a small corner to dog roll myself up into.
Okay.
That's the cleanest portion.
Okay. Yeah. Let's see here. It has a shag carpet made of odd furs from very exotic animals throughout Exandria, with a bed it's a sunken bed in the center of the room that's perfectly circular, and you see there are numerous mirrors around the walls and a perfectly circular mirror above it, and then there's just one little corner that you have all of your stuff in, and that you've been curled up in a ball and sleeping.
Yeah.
So this nasty, there's like a must to the air in here as well, just kind of a as you find yourself leaving this into the foyer. What do you want to do? Do you want to try to find the rangers?
Did we agree on a time and place, or was it more of just whenever
it was more just come find us in the morning and we'll go?
Yeah, I think I'm getting up before the sun's even up, and I'm heading out to like their outpost. Probably, knowing them, probably about the same time they'd be waking up if they're like militant people or whatever. So, and just meeting them first as soon as the sun's coming up.
Okay.
Going straight to them. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll say you find your way to the Apophytes, to the central courtyard on the islet, and you actually begin to see, as the beginnings of the morning sun starts peeking over the mountains that surrounds the Othamor, masses of Zalezo are gathering near the central courtyard here. You see also in the distance a small elevated platform, and you see the tired figure of Captain Duna stand onto that platform. Give me an insight check.
Inside. Let's roll. Where's my insight? Solid 8.
You've seen Captain Duna nervous. This is Captain Duna exhausted. With an 8, you can't necessarily describe what kind of exhaustion he's feeling. It's just you're not even sure if he slept last night or if he has slept at all since the Battle of Otha. But you do see he starts issuing orders to groups of Zalezo. You see, you 20 are added to the patrols of the Stark Docks. You 2 groups are to help with the tear down of that stockade on the bridge to the Maker Hole. Stryla! And you see the half-orc woman in the crowd stands tall. Stryla, you take the Outlanders and the Swampers and them and move along the roadway to the south, towards the roadway construction, and take over construction. Otha will no longer be inaccessible by road. See it done. You see Stryla nod, and she starts leading a group of Zalezo, it seems, though they look different than normal. Normally, Zalezo would wear like a single armor chest piece or a leather armor chest piece, and then you would see silk or cloth pants, head wraps, bare arms to survive the heat of the coastline, that kind of thing. They're not super uniform, but there is a routineness to how they look. These people are wearing rough patched leathers. Some of them, you see, they have these strange metal brackets built into the leather of their like shin guards and leg guards. And you see that it's strapped to their shins, ankles, their knees. And you see that they have these large carved wooden stilts. Some of them, the ones that have these brackets, that they're slinging over their shoulders as they're walking south towards out of the courtyard. And it's around here that you actually see the group passing by, and you'd be able to catch up.
Catch up to him. Okay. I'll yell out to Captain Duna. Hey, Captain Duna. I hope you're sleeping well. I'm gonna go help them do the search and rescues.
Right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, and you too. Good night. And I just run off.
Cool. Stryla sees you bounding up, and she, bleary-eyed, kind of, Siromon. Hello, pleasure to see you again. Have you come to join us for this? Oh, sorry.
You okay?
It's early. This.
Is it? Is it too early? Do we need to like wait? Or...
No, wait. A soldier has the work to do.
Okay.
We'll be marching south. Do you remember the camp that you met us all in? 2 hours boat ride south?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Well, we're going to take some swamp boats and head in that direction and then hop out of them and move on foot.
Okay.
It will be a lot of work today. I hope you're ready.
Oh, it'll be great. We're all well rested. We've got some good food in us. Some hearty drinks along with us, right?
Water.
That's hearty enough. Yeah.
Yes. Let us
Yeah.
go.
Let's do it.
You see those that don't have the brackets or the stilt assemblies start hopping into these little swamp ships and start paddling their way out into the water. And it's a few hours. The sun is still early, still rising, but it begins to peak in its fullness over the mountains as you start heading into the swamp. And you reach a point about an hour south that she pulls the swamp ship to a stop. You see also the whole time, those with the stilts have not been in the boats. They actually assembled on the shoreline with these long stilts and have been walking through, sometimes on all fours with stilts in their arms and legs, through the swamp, prodding and poking at places in the water. And occasionally you'll see one will poke and go, "Here!" And as they lift the stilt, a bloated corpse will come up to the surface, and you see they'll net it, they'll tag it, and then they'll pin it in place so that they can get it on the way back as they keep heading through. As you hop out of the boats, splashing into the water, which for you is just kind of past your ankles, for most of them you see it's up to their knees. In a lot of places, it's this warm, mucky swamp water, and occasionally you feel like the little scramble of a crawfish would go over your foot through the water. Give me a survival check for your shift here.
Survival.
Yeah.
That is 18 plus 6, 24.
24. Over the next 3 hours, Siromon, you are able to find 9 different bodies and mark them.
As we're finding the bodies, I think I'd be asking Twyla or anyone else on the patrol if they recognize these people, if they know the families, or if this is something that they're planning on like checking in on once it's all kind of out.
Stryla is your tagging partner for this. So you would retrieve the body and then she would help you hold it in place with a rope or net and then tag it. And she says, I personally don't recognize any of them. I lived in the Appa Feeds and we are south now, so this would have been people from the Maker Hall, the Stark Docks. Identification will be done on the return. The mortuaries are overflowing, so we've dedicated some of the ruins as a makeshift morgue. But there is one time where you see one of the stilted swampers goes, "Here!" Oh, God. And disassembles quickly. Like there's a latch release system to where they can just fall out of the stilts into the ground.
Yeah.
And he just starts caressing this bloated corpse. And he says, my brother. And you watch this. Oh, go ahead.
I'd rush over and try to console him, and then tell Stryla that I'd look over to Stryla after a second and say, I believe this one needs to return back. This man needs to go home.
Stryla will say, Siromon, I do not release you, but you, sir, I release you to return your brother. May the gods find him. While you're doing this, well, go ahead.
I was going to say, I think I would get some information from him so I could check in on him later. That's all.
Yeah.
Like, I'll find you later.
I would say you do. His name is Grixis. Grixus.
Oh, so close.
And he's a swamper.
Whomper.
So he tells you
Sorry to
I
make-
used to live. He says I used to live in the Rudwashes, but they're gone now. I will become of the swamp in time, but for now, you can find me in the Marshal Court, in the Upper Feeds.
I will look for you after the patrol.
After a time, you hear. It's odd. You hear bells in the distance. A ringing of a large bell, and then you hear the small chimes of smaller bells being carried by people that you know can see. You can see at the edge of the constructed roadway is a caravan of. Give me a perception check.
Oh,
Of D&D mechanics. What do you see?
one.
One.
We don't
You-
know.
In fact, you think the bells are an illusion.
They're ghosts.
There goes.
No,
Go punch them. What do you get?
15.
15. You see what must be 200 people in a caravan about 3 or 4 people thick, wide, and then long. On the left and right at the head, you see 2 priests in long, elegant, flowing robes. One bears the robes of Pelor, the Dawnfather, and he bears on the end of his staff a beautiful brass bell that he rings with each step forward. On the left, you see the deep, dreamy, silky blues of a priestess of Seanine, the Moonweaver. And instead of a bell, she carries chimes that gently clink in the wind with each of her steps. You see the convoy has mercenaries, soldiers like Zalezo, camp followers, and you hear him before you see him. You hear, Siromon! Siromon, is that you? Can't believe it, Siromon! A 5-foot-tall lizard man with a stocky build, rough-hewn leather clothing with a cloth wrap around his legs, leather and fur on top, open-chested, sleeveless fur and leather vest. You see, he has what I have described in my notes as a big fuck-off sword slung over his shoulder that seems to be of hewn stone. And you see piercings on his navel, a piercing above his right eye. He has a shorn horn on the top of his head and a full longer horn growing in the back. Bright orange scales blend into the red shades of his clothing with his toothy, sharp smile. As you see, at roughly around half your size, your friend Brex is currently trudging through the swamp with the big fuck-off sword that he's dragging through, creating this huge, almost foot-deep divot in the mud as he goes, Siromon! Come here, you big fuck! And it's just as you run at each other.
Feel
I
the
run,
dream. Feel the
and
swamp.
as soon as I get within 5 feet of him, I duck under. I'm gonna grab him and I'm gonna body slam him into the ground.
Oh, great. He takes it. He goes.
Pick him up, set him on his feet. Rex, how you been?
It's your turn. He picks you up and he fucking slams you into the ground. You guys are both caked in mud, swamp water, damp and dripping. He goes.
You still got it.
I do.
What are you doing here?
I'm with these ones. He points
Who are
at the
these ones?
caravan. Oh, they call themselves the Church of the Sun and Moon.
The Church of the Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Okay. Why are you religious now?
No, they needed mercenaries, and I'm a mercenary.
You know what? That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, he
Awesome.
smacks you on the ass. Come on. See what I found? I found a dying guy. Come on.
You found a dying guy.
Yeah,
okay.
come with me. Come with me. He leads you
Yeah,
to
show me.
it's a wagon in the caravan, and wrapped up in blankets, lapsing in and out of consciousness, bruised, broken scaled, bleeding, and dying is Galliard.
What the fuck? Okay. Okay, Brex, I know this guy. Do we have any potion? Do I have a potion? Do I have a potion?
No, I ain't got shit.
I don't have.
Fuck, you know this guy?
I do, and we need to wake him up right now.
Well, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Hey, buddy.
Can I-
Hey, buddy. He starts like gently tapping Galliard's face. Hey, buddy. I won't do that. I'll stop doing that. You're right. That's
Yeah,
not good. That's not good. We could kill him. We could kill him. Hooray.
Stryla, do you have any potions on you? I need one right now. It's Galliard.
You're yelling this, and you see the priestess of Sayanine. Here's you. Hold on, let me find her notes real quick. I apologize.
No, you're good.
Let's do this.
You motherfucker.
Was that in game? He just leaned
No.
down. You motherfucker. It's like the most
The most
the
unserious
most
thing.
absolutely angry Siromon's ever been. You motherfucking piece of shit. Yep, cool. This beautiful elven woman comes over and she says, "Rest easy, child. The Moonweaver blesses." And she reaches down and she casts a healing word.
Okay. Galliard, are you alive yet? Or still?
Galliard, you heal for 6 hit points. Now, I'm going to say, keep in mind, you were very hurt. This is stabilization, but I would say you've just been beaten to a pulp. Don't think you're at 100%, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Before I wake up,
Yes.
on my way to the Maroonway camp, was there any other danger that I was aware of?
Not that you saw.
Okay, cool. And I'll wake up and be like, and have you guys ever woken up like with anxiety in the middle of the night? You just get up and you realize like you don't know where the fuck you're at, just standing. You're like, you have no idea. That's what it is. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna just like stumble forward, pushing anybody accidentally out
Whoa,
of my
hey,
way.
buddy, hey.
Then I
The
catch my breath.
lizardman Brex like tries to hold you back. Hey, relax. It's all right. It's gonna be okay. You're fine.
Galliard,
We're
yeah,
friends.
Galliard. You're here. You're safe. You're okay.
Where am I?
What? We're out in the marshes right now, like away from everything. Where did you? I thought you were at home in bed. What are you doing?
I left.
You clearly, but like, what? Did you run into a beast or something?
I stand up and then I'm gonna use my lay on hands on myself, just because I realize how fucked up I am. I'm gonna do 14. Now, once again, I know I'm fucked up.
Yeah.
You're still fucked up.
I know I'm fucked up.
Can I look at how he's hurt and see if it was like beast scratches or claws or like a whatever?
Yeah. Give me medicine.
22.
22? Damn, you know everything. It was the bite of blades. It was a bladed weapon. It was the battering of chains being pressed into him, which caused the bruising under his scales. And the way bruising the scales works, you see At the base of the scales, they eventually start to discolor, and then they have to be replaced. They will fall off, and then new scales will grow in their place. And then you also see there is a patch about the size of your hand in the back of his head of scales that were clearly ripped off. They are missing. Galliard, you feel a great pain in your weapon hand as well. A great burning pain in your weapon hand. And you look down and you see scales on your weapon hand are missing as well.
Were they... Sorry, were they forcibly removed, or do I think my blade might have taken some scales?
You see they were ripped off as well. They're still spotting with blood under the surface of where the scales would be in the skin membrane underneath.
Also, question, and this is like about to, because I have no idea. Do scales grow back? Is that a thing? Is it like hair? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just asking. I was confused. I was like, am I scaleless right now, bro?
I had
They
the
grow
same
back.
question.
Some Dark Souls?
I would say that Dragonborn, much like Lizard, would have to shed parts of their scales at time.
Gross.
And that
Hey, yo,
it
guys,
would
I'm
be-
shedding. Give me a second.
Well,
This
no,
is why-
I would say it'd be like part of your cleaning, like cleaning hair. Hair falls out and gets replaced with new hair, that kind of thing.
Yeah, of course.
I,
Yeah.
I like the idea that Galliard always has a private room because he's just molting every night. Like,
He's not secretive. He's just insecure.
Yeah.
just insecure. Brex, okay, me and you have taken a lot of hits. This definitely looks like this was a fight, not like a beast, right?
Oh
Like, look at here, and I'm gonna point out
Yeah,
his
no,
places, like,
your friend got fucked up. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Brex. He puts a little
Galliard,
hand out.
this is my best friend Brex. We've been through.
He puts a hand
actually,
out. He sees your hand
yeah.
is fucked, and he switches the hand that he puts out to shake.
I'm gonna shake his hand. Thank you for saving me.
Yeah, he found you.
What time of day is it?
It is like an hour and a half past dawn. So, who did you fight in the middle of the night alone?
He fought Galliard. You fought him as the sun was peaking over the
That's
mountains.
also tight. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
That's also tight. I have to go back. I have to get something. Where and I would know where it is direction wise.
Give me a
Where's
survival check.
okay? No, I'm saying like I would know where it's at direction wise. I want to ask like where's east or which way is south is what I'm doing.
Oh yeah, I would
Yeah.
say Stryla joins you. And she says, Galliard, by all the gods, are you all right?
I'm alive, but I gotta get something.
You are barely alive, Galliard. What? Just take a second and just talk to us. What happened?
I can't. I gotta go get it.
Go get what?
Some.
I'll go
Where's-
get it. Tell me where it
and
was.
then
I'll go get it.
Where's east or what? So it'd be like
say-
southwest ish.
You say, Stryla points north for you, and she says, to Otha and to western Mainandir beyond, east, west, south along the road.
Thank you, and I'll get your information. I'm talking to the priestess who woke me up or whatever. I'll get your information from Stryla and see if there's something that I can do to help as a thank you.
She smiles and she says, I'm Wax Watcher Tiff, and you can find me in the, I believe it's called Upper Feet in Otha. We will be speaking with the, oh, what's her name? The Marquis.
I'm very familiar with the apple feed, so I will find you and give you things in any proper way you.
I am glad
You
that
ask of me.
Sanin has seen fit to revive you. Blessed day. And she weirdly drifts off. There's like a smallness to her steps that makes it look almost as if the beautiful robe she's wearing, there's no walking underneath, she's gliding as she walks away. Stryla puts a hand on your chest, Galliard, and she says, Galliard, you were assaulted in the Othamore. This is my region. I ask that you allow us to accompany you.
You have no choice. I'm going with you.
Siromon can come. Is that all right?
No.
You want to come with us? It's
Yes.
fine. I just need to get something.
She turns to one of the swampers and she says, take over. and she will go with you as well. And you see Brex is kind of looking around, lifts this huge stone sword and kind of puts it into the ground and says, "Hey, if there's a fucking fight going on, I'm coming with you."
I'm pretty sure the
you have
fight's over.
a job to finish, right?
I just had to escort them here. My job's fucking done.
Right here.
Let's
This
go,
is it?
baby. He fucking lifts it and he's just gonna go with you.
Brex, I missed you so much. This is incredible. Okay.
Come on, you want a piggyback?
Yes, it's been a long time.
Great. He with great. Okay, let's go.
And I'm fully that larger kid on Santa's lap that's just enjoying everything, not understanding.
He gives you a piggyback for all of one movement action and then goes.
Oh man, that's the farthest you've ever taken me. I appreciate you, Brex.
All right, we should stop kidding around. Your friend's sad. Let's go.
I'm gonna just.
Do you want to?
I'm just gonna walk forward. I mean, anybody's asking to help to pick me up or whatever.
I'm gonna go up to you, Galliard. I'm not gonna try and pick you up, but I am gonna stand close enough that you could like brace yourself on my arm to walk.
I would say Galliard, for at least the duration of today, you would have -10 to your movement speed.
Bet.
And that
Level of exhaustion.
any strength and constitution rolls would be with disadvantage.
Okay, bet.
D&D doesn't necessarily have a wounding system like Pathfinder, but we're going
we
to
talked
put
about
that in
before,
here.
yeah. Mhm.
So
About just randomly healing a big ass wound overnight.
Justin knows I really want to play Pathfinder, so every time I bring it up, he laughs.
There's this small thing. It's like, yeah, dude, they don't have this, but.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start to try this. Like, are you sure there's nothing else you guys need to do? I'm pretty sure the danger's gone. You could watch
We
from
were
afar.
doing search and rescue, Galliard.
We are retrieving bodies. It's not urgent. And then I'm taking over the construction of this roadway here behind us, which can wait. Galliard, let us go with you.
I start walking forward.
You have a noticeable limp.
Yeah, no, I'm fucked up. I'm well aware.
I'm gonna be right next to you, and I'm gonna say, Brex, meet Captain Stryla. I guarantee she has jobs for you.
Also, I appreciate, they just know that he would appreciate the help, but his pride is not going to let him lean on you or anything like that. He's going to suffer through the fucking pain and just go forward.
I don't care. Still right there.
Damn, that's a real one.
Yep.
Give me a survival check.
I put Galliard's eyes down, and I do it.
Yeah.
I've
That's
been
a
here before, though. Can I give
25.
him advantage?
That's a what?
Well.
I already have advantage, 25.
25? It doesn't take long. Galliard, you're able to piece together where exactly you are here now. And you find your way back as a gentle rain starts coming into this Othamore region again. You hear thunder in the distance as the storms are kicking up. You come across a Siromon. You've never seen this. It's a ruined fortress with a collapsed tower. You see there are walls. There look to be like strange bamboo cages that are broken and scattered and sunken into the mud. You see a burnt out campfire, and you see on some of the stonework of the fortress are spots of blood and grooves where blades have danced into the ground and cut through the stone. As you find your way to what Galliard knows as the Maroon Way Fortress.
Okay, Galliard, this looks like a very particular area to end up in. Let's start with the first question. Why were you here?
That's a funny way to ask. This is the camp I was talking about last night, about using it for our plan.
Were you just coming to like scope it out, or?
Yeah, I had to retrieve something from here, but I was ambushed. It all happened too fast.
Okay, where did they ambush you from? Are they still here? Like,
It just like the moment I entered, it's all a blur. obviously not telling anything about
Yeah,
the
yeah.
voice. Yeah, what's
Give me
up?
a deception check.
Yeah, duh. I was waiting for you to say that, dog.
I'll say above table, Siromon's gonna take you at your word unless you're being like obviously lying.
That's what we're
I would've
doing.
said-
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, okay.
And you do still have a passive insight, so we're gonna.
I was gonna say it would just be based off that. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna. Yeah.
It's deception.
deception.
That is a 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you take him at his word.
Believe you everything you said. Okay. Well, how many people were there? I mean, if you got ambushed, it had to have been
Siromon,
quite
I
a few.
don't know. I just woke. Listen. Can I just find what I'm here for, and we could just talk about it later?
I think we need to talk about it sooner so that we can try to find these guys. Okay, let's do this.
I'm
Did they
hurt. I'm
take
upset. So I'm
anything?
gonna turn around and be like, "Is anybody still here? Anybody who attacked me?" Just loud, just yelling.
Yeah, I think if in this instance you do that, I would take a step away from you when I pull out Astral Arms, being ready for a fight.
Okay. Stryla draws her
Oh, you
bow
love taking those
and
arrows.
knocks an arrow. And you see Brex goes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, I guess they're not here anymore.
As there's nothing. There is no answer. There is no sound of movement. It is just the wind through the reeds, the rain, and the thunder in the distance.
I'm gonna turn back to Siromon. I'm gonna say, "Siromon, please. I just gotta get these items."
Okay, where are they? Are they here? They're nearby? You
Yeah,
think?
they're in one of the rooms.
Okay.
And I'm gonna turn to Strider. I'm like, hey, do you know of this place? Do you know what this is?
She looks and says, no. I knew that it was said that there were ancient fortresses throughout the swamps from a time before it was a swamp, but no, I don't know anything about this place.
Look,
Okay.
the only thing you need to know is this used to belong to a group of slavers.
Slavers?
The leader, and I point at the tree, right? He's dead. By me and Velsius. We, after this week sometime, you should come back here and tear it down before somebody else takes control of this fortress. Unless you want another group of slavers nearby.
Very well. How do you know about slavers?
You know the difference between the Ravenite and Drakenblood?
Yes.
Yeah, I used to be a slave myself. And I point at the cages, just clearly for slaves. I'm sure you'll find bodies nearby.
You know that?
Did Siromon know that?
I don't
The
know.
difference between what?
No,
the
I
Dragon-
don't remember if you've ever said you were a slave to Siromon.
We talked about, I didn't tell you I was a slave, but I told you, I think I gave you a brief history on the difference between the Drakenblood and the Ravenite.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if you ever said you were a slave.
Say that again?
I couldn't remember if Galliard revealed before that he was a slave at one point.
Yeah, no, I don't think the words I used to be a slave came out of my
Yeah,
or
okay.
before. I'm wounded, bro. I'm just spitting right now. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah. No, I just wanted to make sure I reacted correctly. I
All you
think
said was
hearing
that,
that,
you wanted us to help you destroy slavers, the
Yeah.
raft goods. You didn't tell us that you were.
And Siromon,
I
you're
be
from
slipping, Lord,
Marquette.
my bad.
Siromon, you're from Marquette, where that difference in Dragonborn doesn't matter.
yeah.
So,
So, Galliard, I'm sorry to hear this. That couldn't have been easy to have your own people do that to you. I will not try to empathize. That is tough. But we're here for you. Let's find your stuff.
That was a long time ago, but thank you. If clearly there's no danger, you guys can follow if you want. I just need to get a small bag. Then I head towards where I hid it. Still fucked up.
Well, I'm gonna look at Brex and I'm gonna give him a nod to follow him to wherever this thing is, and then I'm gonna look at Stryla and I want to like whisper to her, since I have my arms up. I'm gonna do the whisper thing.
Yeah.
And I want to say to her directly, "Can you help me search for where they might have ambushed from, how long they might have been here, any other signs, that kind of stuff."
You give Brex the look, and he's like, all right. And he follows about 15 feet behind Galliard, letting Galliard walk on his own. And Stryla looks around and she points at the tower, and then she heads to it. And you can search somewhere else if you'd like.
I'll look in the immediate area to see like any vantage points that might have caught Galliard off guard. Because this man's paranoid.
Galliard, you go to the place that was once your room. Under the open space, under the wall here. And you know where you hid it. You buried it deep in the back corner. To your annoyance, the Swampwater has overtaken these rooms. So it would be buried in the mud now, under about an inch of water. As you dig through, and you pull up a little wooden box.
Can I open the box?
Yeah.
Dick. Are the 3 items in there?
Yeah, they are.
Cool. I'm gonna grab my backpack around and just grab the items and put them in there temporarily.
Okay.
And then just toss the box off like it's just nothing.
It splashes into the swamp and sinks into the mud and is gone forever, as far as you're aware. Siromon, give me an investigation check.
16.
16. Looking.
And I would. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Well, what's your extra parameter here?
I would be specifically looking at like not non-obvious ambush spots, but anything that I would know that Galliard would already have clocked when he walked into the area. So I'd be trying to go to the more obscure spots to see if I noticed any like spots.
I would say with a 16, you see hoof prints in the mud. You see numerous grooves in the same place that then lighten and change from the spinning of chains and then releasing. You see paw prints in the mud. Huge paws. 2 sets of 3 legs on each creature. And then you see landmarks on the other side of the wall where these large creatures jump down and then plodded off into the swampland. And you see a flag.
I was gonna ask if it was still there.
You see a flag by the burnt out campsite. In ragged black ink, it is an eye, not wreathed in flame. It's not Sauron. It seems to have, like, painted on mascara lines, or like the steam of necroses is coming off of them. And you see there are streams of red paint that flow out of what the tear ducts of the eye would be. On a flag here. The flag standing almost like a symbol of claimants or victory.
I think I would rip the flag down and put it in a pouch.
You can add Weeping Eye flag to your inventory.
Now I'll say this: I did show them my medallion, so he would know what the symbol looks like.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, okay. So it's the same as the medallion you're wearing.
The
Okay.
exact same.
As I'm walking back, what's his name? Rex?
Brex.
Rex.
Brex.
Yep.
Brecks.
Yep.
Okay.
Brex.
As we're walking back, I just want to ask, where did you find me?
I found you in the swamp. You had drifted with the tides a little bit, the low current. I actually didn't find this place. Oh, when I found you, you were clutching your hand like somebody had stabbed it. It was interesting. You kept saying, go back, go back. You kept saying, what were you saying? Skinners, Orion, stuff like that. You just kept saying that. Who's Skinner?
I don't know who that person is, but yeah, I don't know. How long have you known Siromon for?
Well, fucking years. We've been in the Duelist Dominion. We piled around in Marquette. What's that place? Fucking Ankara, the big metropolis. You might have heard of it. Huge city. Fucking crazy ancient immortal person rules it, stuff like that. We fought like a Moorbounder once together when we was that was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
You're the first person I think I've met that knows Siromon a long time. Has he always been this? I mean, for lack of better words, naive
great
when it comes to trust.
Oh.
But I agree. Great.
Different responses.
Look. All right. We met while he was on some fucking pilgrimage for Cobalt Observatory or something, and then got in a fight. I cut somebody in half. He said maybe don't kill them next time. We drank a little, and by we I mean me. And then we were friends ever since then. And we came to an agreement. And the agreement was trust until you can't. So don't worry. I'll keep the fucking sword handy. Somebody fucks around, I'm gonna cleave them. All right? But until that point in time, give him a chance, I guess. You never know what's gonna happen, all right?
Well, he did save my life, and he has earned a few chances, so.
Are you gonna kill him?
No, never
okay,
that.
All right, because I would cleave you.
Yeah, you'd probably win today.
Okay.
And I just tap him on the shoulder like...
Probably any day. big boy. Come on.
Wait, is he a lizard person like...
This is a lizard man,
homegirl?
yes. Just like...
Okay.
But different. She had like frills and small spiky horns from her history. He has like larger horns. It would be a completely different clan and a completely different part of the world.
And then I'll just say, you're kind of the... I haven't really met a lot of lizard folk. I've only met one other person. She was kind of a bitch. And
some tribes are like that. Some tribes are like that. They just monsters. You gotta fucking cleave them.
No, for sure. And she's dead now. So, like I said, maybe today you'd win.
Did you cleave her?
Well, I took this from her and I showed her like the little cloak.
Oh, wow. Oh, ew. Oh, that's gross. That's fucking nasty.
Yeah, gross.
Can't believe you're wearing that. Most lizard man tribes are hunted. Especially in, what's that fucking place? Taldore. Yeah, they made some deal with some group of dragons, helped occupy a fucking city, and then there was a battle, and then they were fucking hunted down. It was crazy. Wasn't part of it.
Is that in season 3 or season... I'm just kidding.
Wasn't part of it, not my thing. Yeah. You find what you were looking for?
Yes, thank you. And then I'll just keep walking forward.
Stryla goes, in here! From inside the ruined tower.
I'll run up to the tower,
You
I'd follow.
You run inside.
Siromon runs.
And you see open palms. Love it. Very Tai Chi of you. And you see there is... The ruined wooden floor has given way and revealed a circular stone piece, like a piece of perfectly cut circular stone underneath the ruins of the former wooden floor. Galliard, this was never here.
What? Okay, Shyla, what is this? Or Galliard, do you know what this is?
This is the first time I'm seeing it.
Does it do anything? And I'll like mess with it.
You touch it?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
You would touch this.
Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, you want to touch it too?
Knowing Dordock and everybody, nah, dog. Also, I never told you, but like above table, he used to work for the Dryad, so my bad. Forgot to mention all that.
Who did?
Dordock, the guy who's dead, who this place.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
That's my bad.
Got a 6.
Lit. Do you want to roll?
Is he within 10 feet of you?
Yes, he is.
Yes. That's a plus
So
4,
add
bro.
That's
4.
not enough.
It's not gonna be enough. Yeah.
Yay! Oh.
I know.
I'm
we're all excited.
also
I was so lit.
resistant to poison if that matters.
Doesn't.
Fuck. Okay.
That's 32 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
As well, hold on. Let me DM it.
Okay.
You touch the stone, and invisible runes light up across the entirety of its surface from the outside of the stone, moving in towards the center. And as they reach the center, a tendril of black vapor shoots out, pushes itself into your nostrils, into your mouth, into your eyes and nose, and you fall onto the ground, seizing as you take that damage.
Okay.
I
Brex
would
goes,
immediately.
"No, what happened?" And I guess
I would
down and just like
immediately,
trying to.
very slowly, because I'm fucked up, would go down and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
Just because, like, that's the only thing your boy knows how to do.
Yep.
And that is going to be a Siromon. Here goes, bro. It's going to be an 8.
More than one.
Because that's all I got for lay on him.
I'm gonna kind of come to, and I'm gonna like, okay, don't touch that. I learned that right now. Don't. That hurt. That hurt.
You see, there some runes do yet remain, and they are written in Elvish.
Can I read it?
Yeah. It says, "The Fortress Isle of Lathyrus, commanded by Tannerus Barnow, Lieutenant of the Captains of Lathyrus."
That's about half of that, so I'm not running.
Yeah, no, fast. We'll talk about that later. Same, bro.
I got Fortress of I was like, that's a word. Oh, that's a word. Okay, never mind.
Can you describe the stone thing again to me?
Yeah. So every time you, as Galliard, came into this place while the tower was still more intact than it is now, the tower was always a ruin. But the second and third stories of this 4-story total tower were still intact enough that they existed. And Dordock used this first floor as his personal quarters. It had a wood floor that covered the whole thing. After the collapse, what you all didn't notice when it collapsed is that part of the floor was lifted up and rent out, and a perfectly circular, it seems to be marble, stone piece seems to be resting connected to other stone pieces with a clear divot in it that shows that it is a separate stone piece, but it lies flush with the rest of the stone floor underneath the wood. The runes mark it. You see it still glows. The runes for the trap have faded, and all that remains are what I told you. This is the Fortress Isle of the city of Lathyrus, commanded by Tannerus Barnow. And you see around it are smaller runes that are written in Dwarvish, which I don't think anyone here reads.
Nope.
Not Minotaur.
Oh wait, actually, does...
Could you tell the hooves were Minotaur hooves?
I haven't asked that yet. I was gonna go back and do that in a second.
Hold on, let me see if Brex reads Dwarvish, because he might.
Oh, he might. Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't know what you made his character to be at other than what I described. So this is great.
Brex, do you read Dwarvish?
Imagine.
Nope, just Minotaur. Oh,
No,
Just
man.
Minotaur.
That'd
He doesn't.
I'd be pissed.
great.
He reads
I'd be so
Undercommon.
pissed.
He reads Undercommon. That's what I thought.
Can Can you give him Minotaur?
No.
Okay. It'd be hilarious if y'all communicated in Minotaur and there was
Right,
no
yeah.
Minotaurs inside.
That's it. Yeah.
Your backstory.
So the dwarvish runes you cannot read. You can't understand them, but they surround the stone piece. They are not a part of it. They are a part of the surrounding stone that the piece has been slid down into.
Does Dryla?
No.
That's
So
everybody.
you said
That's all.
that the trap aspect of it is gone, like the trap runes.
The runes have disappeared, but they weren't there to begin with. They only
Fuck,
they
okay.
were only visible as the trap was active.
Hey yo, Brex, touch. I'm just kidding.
Are you sure
Rex,
I could
don't
do
touch
it?
No, don't do it.
All
Don't
right,
do it,
you're
Rex.
right.
I don't think it's worth
That
it.
hurt worse than one of your slams. Don't touch it.
Let's
Listen,
put it in
Siromon,
perspective.
we-
That was 8d10 necrotic
Yeah.
damage.
That I felt it. Don't worry.
Time to shield you.
We gotta come back. Anyways, we could probably have. I mean, if we survive, we can have Ray or Bazza look at this.
Yeah, we definitely need
Potentially.
someone to understand what this is because that hurt. And intentionally, clearly, like that's not something that's just there by accident.
And I'm gonna turn to Strider. Strider, I don't mean to keep you in the dark, but I've spoke to Duna about visitors entering Otha. If you ask him, he'll tell you what's going on. I just, don't trust everybody, but we need to use this location in a few days before we go on our expedition.
Okay. Do you
So,
do you require assistance if there's a leisure?
no, I think this kind of falls on the Echoes and only the Echoes. I wouldn't want to bring anybody else,
If they are a
potentially harm
threat
anybody else.
to the people of the Othamor, then it falls into the Zalezo. Do you
Well-
think you need our help?
Galliard, any kind of help that we might need in this situation can't be a bad thing.
We would be.
I can have 6 crossbows at your call.
We don't have any crossbows.
God damn it! I was
No.
about to.
Oh, do you? Yeah, he does have one.
Oh, we only have one crossbow. Adding 6
well,
more
I
would be
could
a
have
Listen,
6 more, Siromon.
if we accept the 6 crossbows, can you tell them to? We'll use them if need be. I don't want anybody jumping the gun without my say so, only because it would put them in danger.
I will have to discuss this with Captain Duna, but we could work out a signal.
That's fine.
We have a signal.
I'll use my dragon breath in the air. Lord knows I never use it anyways.
Understood. Well, we haven't
it'll
had
be
a tight corridor where people are in a line, right? Where it would make sense.
To be fair, I have used it when I'm far away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll
But
say,
yeah, I just don't want you to think that we're keeping you in the dark for malicious intent or anything. It's just for your own good. As you know, we've dealt with a lot of evil shit lately, including this blight and whatever's going on in Beekeeper's Peak. So you just take my word that we're doing the best we can.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
Yeah.
The advantage
I'll
being
spit
that
bars.
you all just recently saved the fucking city of Otha.
You said perception?
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Rex, remind me to tell you
That is a
about
21.
her name. It's really cool.
21. Okay.
21.
She nods and she says, I have marked where this is in my mind. For now, let us return to the caravan and we will try to help them into the city proper.
You have everything you need, Galliard? You found everything?
I did, yes. Thank you.
Okay.
And Galliard, for God's sakes, will you lean on me? You hobbling around makes me sad.
I'm going to
Yeah, she-
push you into Stryla.
Yeah, she moves over. She moves over, and all she does is she gets the around the back arm and offers a shoulder. And I'll say, as you all start heading out, we're gonna go to Bazza and Ray.
I whisper thank you.
Okay.
Just to
Very,
strike
very. Give me a stealth check.
bad.
Yeah, I got good hearing. I got great
I'm
perception.
disadvantaged, baby.
You
Stealth, you said?
are. Yep.
I've got great
Son of
perception.
a bitch. That's a down one.
Lean on me.
You scream it.
Cool.
That would have been a banger list.
Oh, it would have been.
Bazza, you're actually Ray. Your night's sleep has ended, and you've woken in your bedroom. That looks like a nice tavern with a terrible illusion of a city skyline and like shore and docks. That looks like it was obviously enchanted by somebody who is not an illusionist, but is in fact a different kind of wizard. As you wake in this room, would you like to do any of your sendings?
Yeah, I'm probably going to say that like I didn't actually really sleep throughout the night because of like nightmares, thinking about the burning faces, seeing it in like the green mist, thinking about like trying to connect things with the staff and the dream or the like visions I saw. So I've been thinking about things all night. I did not sleep.
So no long rest.
Mm-mm.
A point of exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's perfectly fine.
I died in here.
You wake from one of the fitful mini sleep episodes, bleary-eyed in your bed here. Your armor is near you. You can tell what time of day it is because the illusion matches the time of day outside. So there's a soft strand of golden morning light coming in. The sun is above the edge of the mountains, so it is later in the morning than when Siromon left.
Okay. Let's see. Since I'm thinking about like the Underdark stuff, I'm going to start with ascending to Emberly, my sister.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast that and say, Mom said you had gone missing while you two were in the Underdark. What has happened to you?
It takes a while. A few minutes. Before you hear... Missing? I'm not missing. You went missing as a boy. Do you remember? You and Blaze down in the deeps. We searched for days. Until we found you. Only you. That's what you get.
Does it sound
It sounds
like how my sister would?
It sounds like
Yeah.
Emberly. And she's always had this odd offness to how she communicates. There was always like adventure with her, but then there was this ability to disappear into herself when you all were at home. When your father was doing what he does, she would always find books and would be gone in them, and communication would be very paced and deliberate outside of that. In fact, she was more keen on writing you letters and handing them to you than actually speaking to you.
So then, with the way she's responding, does it seem off?
Give me an insight check.
At disadvantage.
Yay, exhaustion points.
Fuck me.
Everybody have exhaustion. What's going on?
Well, I
Guys, are you
didn't
sleeping
sleep.
Well,
Well, I rolled a nat 20. That doesn't count. And a 12. So the 12 plus 7 is 19.
19.
A deception check. Fuck.
Yeah, it seems normal for her.
Okay.
It's just confusing.
Yes, because it's stuff that I don't know about. It doesn't match what I know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ponder on responding to her. because I'm confused by what she said, and I'm going to send one to my mom.
Okay.
Fuck, well, now this changes. I'm going to send to her. I'm trying to get to the Underdark. Wanted to check on you to see how things are. Any idea of where you are?
She will say, Ray, so good to hear from you. I am still near that lake, but I have good news. I found Blaze. And I think I might know where Emberley is. You need to come down here.
Oh, I'm not fucking responding to that.
Okay.
I'm going to very confusedly and tiredly head out to wherever, like, we would meet for breakfast and see who's up.
You walk out into the foyer area, and you see it has taken the shape of a rudimentary tavern-style dining hall with a perfectly circular round table in the middle with a bunch of chairs that seem to have flat tops and surfaces, and sitting in one, sipping whatever Bazza would be drinking in the morning, is Bazza.
Good morning, Ray.
I'm not even going to respond. I just sit down and deep in thought and just thinking about what I just heard from my sister and mom.
The outside of being haggard appear to be. I mean, I guess this is more of a question for you. Do you just appear any worse for wear, or are you keeping it together?
I'm not hiding that I'm exhausted and didn't look like I slept. I don't know if you would really see bags under my eyes. My skin is stony.
Right. Like we had similar nights. Yeah. I'll push like half of my few pieces of toast, one of the ones that I hadn't touched, along with a few slices of bacon over.
Appreciate it.
You also see Mikhail come into the place. He's wearing what he was wearing last night. As he walks in, he takes a seat and he goes, "Ugh, another morning, another long day. Hello, good morning to you, Ray. Good morning to you, Bazza.
Doesn't look like it's good for any of us, honestly.
It is good for Ruddy Pete. He's already been loud to me, and I hope he does not join us."
It's been what to you?
Loud. He did the whole, "Hello, it is a Ruddy Pete," and it was loud, and it hurt my body and ears.
I already gave him. Well, you know what? This looks like, and some of the. I would have sequestered in the early mornings a little bit of cherry or whatever liquors or whatever Pete has had stashed around, and I will kind of elbow for him. Probably a whole just crystal, whatever he has.
Yeah, just
I
the
just
whole-
took the whole thing.
You pull the top off, and you can pour it out. A little serving plate and a little cup of coffee floats into the chamber and sets itself down in front of Mikhail. "Thank you, Archibald. I need this." And
For me. Oh.
he holds it over to you. You can pour.
We'll do a however. I'm looking for him to give me like
His
a that's
eyes
enough.
are closed. He goes,
Yeah.
"Yep. Yes. Excellent. And okay."
And then when he says okay, I give it another one,
Yeah.
and then
It's full to the brim, about to spill over, and "Where are your idiots? Friends?" He puts it down.
I don't
They're
know.
not
I've been
idiots,
looking.
I'm sorry. Too much time with Roddy Pete. He calls everybody that. Except for the
I'd
Villas.
argue that maybe, I was going to say some may lack in intelligence, but I don't know where they are. Haven't seen them yet.
Archibald, have you seen them? No. Interesting. Archer, well, you saw Siromon. He went. He didn't say where he was going. That was rude. Do they not know you are always near them? Okay, they don't. Right. Well, it is a morning. There's a lot to do. The city is still in ruins. I'm still doing search and rescue. He downs the coffee in one shot. And he goes, ugh. Dwarven sherry is awful. And he puts it down. Don't drink that, Bazza. You might die.
Before you go,
Yes.
you want to see something interesting? I've been poring over my notes all morning, and I, the spell book.
Yes.
I was going to break into it if you want to take some eyes.
The big one.
Ray, do you have any preference?
To what?
Okay.
To what? Break it out. Let's see it.
I would have already prepared kind of the ritual for comprehend language, and I would have identified it in advance.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Reads.
It's written in Druidic runes, which, with comprehend language, you understand. Druidic runes don't necessarily have words that attach to them. They have feelings or implications that are attached to them, and that a series of those Druidic runes together would imply a feeling that you should put out, be feeling yourself, or be invigorating into the space around you magically. And you see, this is a very complex ritualistic spell to create new bodies of the flesh of the earth and be able to mark them so that if you were to die, your soul does not leave this plane of existence. It instead is shunted into a new body.
So we
One
kill
that
the
you've
dry.
marked.
So we kill Tulip.
Well, I think that math is bad, right? Because she's dead, and either she already did one, and she's out and about, or something larger grabbed on the way, perhaps.
Her body somewhere. Or her
Okay,
soul
well,
somewhere.
I think Tulip is at Grandma's. So,
I'm assuming
Be
we would
pretty
have
easy.
known.
No one else is around.
Well, come on now. You don't mean this. Is
there are
scary.
25 children in that house at all times.
No
Would
one
you
else that
scar
can
them
do
forever?
anything about it.
Okay, this is a crazy conversation.
He gets like this in the morning.
Listen, I will
think.
say that Bazza, I don't know if you know this. It is very strange for druidic markings to be written into a spellbook. That is not a thing.
I didn't.
So, I don't think that your dryad, if she was a druid, wrote this book.
Probably her lover.
I think it was translated, yes.
Well,
Her lover was magic.
His name
Yeah.
was Magic?
no.
Yeah, they
That
had
is
nicknames
so
for each other.
pretentious. I fucking
Right.
hate
Yeah.
this shit.
Hers is
You
root,
know-
by the way.
I heard a rumor that instead of having sex, he would just like use magical diddles instead of doing it and stayed clothed. Pretentious, as you were saying.
Oh.
There's a lot to unpack.
Oh.
Anyway, have that, take that, enjoy your morning.
Yes, I will be continuing search and rescue. Hopefully we can find more people alive.
Might be a day of training if no one else is around, and we're going to be staying in here to avoid your.
I will leave
Assassin?
Pete to do that with you. I will depart. He gives a bow, which is slightly sloppy, after having had that coffee. And he heads out the door, and it closes behind him. As the two of you are in the space, for what would you like to do?
My stuff involved going outside, so
You plan to go outside where the person who plans to murder you is?
no. My point is that I think, in here until we execute our plan.
Well, you can train with Ruddy then. Do some training, get a little stronger magically.
Yeah, Ruddy Pete will join you, and he will start training with you. Velsius is not here. We'll see.
Disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he and I were gonna go over to the collapsed.
Yeah, Velsius does not leave his room. Bazza, you notice after a while that, I mean, you know he would have already been awake for hours now.
Right. He and I, a crack of dawn.
Yeah, you had your conversation, you left, and he never came out to join you in this more communal open space.
Might need some private time.
What are you saying?
Lonely?
Ew! As Ruddy Pete walks into the room. I don't think Velsius does that.
I mean,
I don't know,
That's-
maybe dead people have needs.
what are you talking about?
I don't like this conversation.
Okay.
Good morning.
I'm scared. Good morning! Hi!
Exactly what he was talking. Yeah.
He runs up to you and he gives you little patties on each of your thighs, way too hard. Oh, Ray, you look tired. Ray.
That's me.
Ray, can you do something for me?
Sure. What do you want?
Get out. Go see the world. Go have a day. Go to the Apophetes and be a good healer. And then come back and we'll train.
Okay, I guess I'll
You
head
ca-
see what the Chantries need.
Mopey. Wake up!
Whatever. I'll go. And I reluctantly walk out the door.
Bazza,
I'll just
don't
get up
let an
with him.
arcane assassin that could shred your skin off your body from 20 feet away make you afraid to live your life. Get out!
Like outside? That makes no sense. I got cursed out there. What if
Are-
I get double cursed?
Then you'll have to.
This seems foolhardy.
Go!
All right. If I die, know
Is
this.
that my
I'm going to.
Sherry?
No, you see, there was. I don't. Is this Sherry? What's his? The bagman. He was like, "Hey, good morning. I'm not blue today, but take this and drink it." And then he drank all of it. And this is just. I'm just liquid breath is kind of going into Adam. I'm.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Am I within 10 feet of Galliard?
No.
Spiritually, you are, bro.
We walk in at this very moment.
That's not so bad. It's 14 to that is 16.
Cool, not enough. You are frozen in place as little Ruddy Pete comes up to you and takes the sherry off of you. Are you lying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Sorry. Drops the spell. Drops the whole person on you.
Yeah.
You could have just asked. Here.
No, I was for coffees.
And also, that was part of your training. Do better. Don't let them hold person you. That's crazy.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I can.
Get out of here, big boy.
New day, new rules.
Go live your life. I'm proud of you. I don't actually know you. I'll take it back. Go on. Go with Ray. Or go explore. Or go. Wait, didn't you want to see some. Hold on. Come back.
I haven't. I'm not moving. Am I
Oh,
moving?
I've just been yelling
This
at you.
is
You're
strong
standing
stuff.
here. You're right. I'm
This-
sorry. Go. Didn't you want to go to the place with the thing?
Yes, and get the stuff.
Well, I can escort you if you'd like.
That'd be great.
Cool. That way,
You can check the core
when
out.
the arcane assassin attacks and you die,
Do that.
I can avenge you. Come on! And he goes, and he takes you by the hand, little hand around your pinky finger, and just kind of pulls you.
As he does that, well, on the way out, last night I did the whole aura thing on my things, and this would have already happened. I just gotta take my morning's damage.
Take your morning damage.
With your morning
wakey.
coffee.
There's no better way
Morning
to
boost.
start the morning than with some damage,
Best
kids.
part
Take some
of
today.
waking up.
And a point of exhaustion.
I take 6 points of damage.
Damn. All right.
Yeah, I'd love to roll low, and then I'll send you rolls. Okay. Did Galliard take the bag? He did.
Yep.
Right. Pete, is there a cart somewhere?
Yeah,
Oh,
we can rent one.
Oh yeah. Do you know when we're going to get paid? I have enough for a cart
Paid?
rental.
Paid? Do you need money?
No,
I can
I'm
loan you
good.
some with a low return rate. 2%.
2% of
2,000 gold, 2% interest.
annually.
Yeah. There's just a little contract, and you have to give me a piece of your soul. It's fine.
You told me not to sign contracts in
You're
this house
right.
because of the demon.
You're right. There is a demon.
That's part of the training, Peter.
Am I the demon?
Are you the
That was
demon?
part of the
You
training.
wouldn't tell me.
Let's go. You're really getting it. Look what he's really learning fast. Come on. Where are we going?
You mind if we grab the dryad? Take her a little out on the adventure?
Tulip? Don't dead name her. Tulip.
Yeah.
Her name is Tulip.
Yeah.
Okay.
She seems stronger than I
I'm
am.
sorry. I don't. Okay, we can see Mildred if you want. Can you go in?
Oh, absolutely. She
Great.
seems
I'll be outside.
delightful.
Yeah. The door opens way too fast. And standing there is Mildred. Caffeine shot eyes. She's been up all night. She goes, "What do you want, you little shit?
Good morning, grandmother.
Good
I'm
fuck
here.
you. Good fuck
Yes.
you. That's what it is.
Oh, good
All
fuck.
right.
Yes, good fuck me.
Siromon
I'm
didn't
he-
help me with the kids last night at all, like he said he would, and we didn't make a stew, and they starved.
They're all dead.
No, they're fine. I fed them.
Okay.
But we're going to tell Siromon that they're dead, and he's going to be sad about it.
Maybe like one
because
or
he
two of
didn't help
them.
me. Oh,
Is there anything I can do before?
take her. And he points over at Tulip, who is making a small plant come to life and then die, and then come to life and then die, and then come to life and then die, and then come to life and then bloom. And she goes,
What the fuck? Hey, Tulip.
"Yes,
You want to go on
Oh,
a field trip?
Bazza." Hello. What?
Just go out with me.
Where's the
it-
field?
It is a term that means get out of where you are
Get
to go
out
do
of-
stuff.
She takes a little notebook and she starts writing field trip.
It means like go out and have like a little adventure with some structure.
Go out and have a little adventure with some structure. Yes.
Let's go
Okay. Where are we going?
to the place that fell from the sky in the swamp.
Mildred goes, "Oh, what the fuck are you saying?"
I promise I will bring you something nice from there.
Well, listen. Whatever you do, I told this to Velsius when he was starting off here 7 months ago. Whatever you do, young man, look at me. Whatever you do is don't bring a dragon down on Otha. And anything you do is okay.
Done. Okay.
Good deal. Good deal. Get out. It's Bulba's breakfast time, and they're going to wake up, and that's going to be hell.
I tulip out, and we
Cool.
just.
The two of you leave. And you see Ruddy Pete's like hiding behind a tree. Is it? Okay. Ooh, man. She didn't see me. And you hear, I did. Oh.
What's your deal, man?
Don't worry about it. Come on.
Okay.
He leads you to the point where the island impacted and sunk down into the swamp. And as you get there, we're going to go to Ray. Ray, you've been walking through the streets to the Apophedes. And what are you doing on this walk as you walk through the Rud washes onto the Apophedes, across the makeshift bridge? You see that the town is beginning to wake up. You see there's a Lezo on patrol. It's a changing of the guard. The night shift guards are allowed to go to sleep. The dayside guards are coming on to watch over the street, continue with the rebuilding and the restructuring and the removal of debris when you're walking. So what are you doing today?
It's like one of those sad montages in a movie where the person's like staring out the window or walking down the street in the rain.
Yeah.
And I'm heading towards
sir.
what was it called? Ray's Hall of Healing, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Ooh, actually, I'm gonna stop where what was his name? The Furbolg Neelot
Yes.
was?
Priest Neelot.
Neelot, yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna stop at his place first because I have some honey to give him.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I made a promise. I gotta do it.
Approaching his little shrine to the Wild Mother, which is surrounded by beautiful wildflowers blooming, effervescently blooming. You see these gorgeous low-hanging trees with swamp life all around. There's lots of small critters and animals running around this place. And you see outside surrounding this chapel are mounds of compost and bodies within them. Dozens of them. The doors are open, and you just see like a little bit of smoke is drifting out of the front door and then disappearing into the sky.
I'm gonna stop by the front door and just peek in and Priest Neelot, do you hear?
As smoking on a pipe, sitting on a chair, caked in mud and dirt, surrounded, this whole shrine is full of compost bins with bodies in them. And you see him, damp sweat, his cow-like ears drooping, just heavy breathing as he takes these drags from this pipe, is Priest Neelot, who looks up and goes, "Oh, little brother. Welcome,
like
man, to the shrine of the Wild Mother Melora's blessings on you."
Oh, and Bahamut's blessings to you.
Oh, thank you for that, man. Oh, the Platinum Dragon's all right.
Yeah, I'd say he does his job sometimes.
Yeah, and
looks
I
like
do
you're
my
doing the job
job
yeah.
all night, man. So what do you
Yeah, it looks
need,
like it.
man? How can I
Well,
help you, brother?
You remember we were heading up to Beekeeper and you asked me to get some honey for you from...
Yes.
Well, I didn't steal it like you had been. I bought it.
I left gold.
So-
Nobody was around, but I left gold.
They didn't seem to find
I
it.
put it in
so-
the hive where I got it from, man. And I was stung a lot, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's good for the bees.
So many
but they don't
times.
need the gold. Yeah, they don't need the gold. The bees themselves, it's the people. But regardless, here I bought the one you wanted
Yeah.
for helping us out, and I hand
Thank you,
him.
man. This will help me sleep tonight.
Yeah,
The
it
screams
will.
of my nightmares will be quieted by this beautiful honey.
Oh fuck! I could have used some of that.
Probably.
My nightmares kept me up all night.
Well, let this be a little tip from one servant of the gods to another, man. Maybe take something next time, you know? Really helps.
Yeah, medicinal purposes.
Sure.
Yeah, heals the soul. Here's your honey.
Thank you.
And
He takes
confused
it.
look, walk out. And
All
it's the
right, bye,
poison
little
one.
brother. Okay.
It's the
Thanks for helping.
No, I didn't. Say
No, I
that.
know.
No, I'm so, okay. I was gonna say I didn't say that out loud.
Yeah, I know.
It's the poison one, by the way.
Yeah, no, I know.
That
I
the
know.
beekeeper.
Yeah, he has
the
it.
beekeeper guy gave.
He has it. We'll
Okay.
deal with that tonight.
I'm going to take that out of my inventory,
Cool.
and then I'm gonna head towards Ray's Hall of Healing.
Cool. You head through Ray's halls, passing the small Temple of Arathis, which more serves as a courthouse. And you see there's like busy movement around Ray's halls of healing. And you see standing there, hunched over, is Priest Offrey Jobert outside the Ray's Hall of Healing. And as he sees you approach, he goes,
Oh, Ray! Ray! Oh, it's wonderful
gonna
to
see if
see
I could
you
sneak
again.
past
No, you
him.
can't sneak past my shrewd eyes, little young man, especially with that heavy clinking armor that I see on you. It's so good to see you and to, good morning to you. It's a wonderful day here in the great light of Belor. He is the god of the sun, and then also, of course, the sheening shine reflected off the clouds of Bahamut, who is, of course, our god, whom we serve and we love. And where's your friend, the paladin of the storm lord? I
Stormlord?
think it
Yeah.
was. Yes.
He's a really devoted paladin of the Stormlord, so he's
is
probably
he-
still doing his prayers
Is he
this
on
morning.
some mountaintop screaming at the sky or whatever they do?
I honestly don't know what they do, but he's
but-
in another dimension right now, probably doing his prayers. you know.
Another dimension.
Oh yeah, like pocket planes. Like there's a tower with a wizard. He has different rooms, different planes of existence. No need to worry yourself with it. But yeah, he's doing his
We
prayers
don't have
for
that
the
in
storm.
Vasselheim. Vasselheim is the
Yeah.
city of the gods. And there's no
Right, divine
arcane magic
magic,
there.
not-
Only
yeah.
divine magic. I'm glad you know this. You're so well versed in these
Well,
kind of things.
Spent a couple months there training. and so, yeah.
Listen,
I'm surprised I
right
didn't
now,
remember you.
right now, Ray, as we speak, you don't remember?
Wait, did I?
Oh, right, I didn't teach you any classes that semester. I'm so sorry. I was off on a journey to. It's not important. It's not important. As we speak, Ray, there are so many people dying horrifically behind us. Maybe we should go and give them a little bit of the blessings of Bahamut and the spirit and all the gods. And this is so fun, don't you think?
Yeah, I would love to. It'd be really uplifting with the night that I've had.
Wonderful.
And I
There's a
just walk past him.
particularly fat man in there, and oh, I'm coming, and he follows along with you. You go in there. Cool.
Yeah, I guess I'll just spend my day helping out at the different chantries, using some magic, healing people, and then when I'm heading back to, if there's nothing else, when I'm heading back to,
Well, I think there is something
Ray's.
else. There is.
Okay.
I would say it's a few hours that you spend healing them, and the rain in the region fades, and you hear approaching bells. Ding, ding. As trudging through the water, well, actually, no, by this point, walking through the streets, you see a huge contingent, 200 plus people, walking forward, led by a priest of Pelor and a priestess of Seanin. And in this group, you do see Siromon, you see Stryla, you see this little orange lizard man with a big sword, and you see a very wounded Galliard as they
You
approach
look like
here.
shit.
I was gonna say I healed myself with my last cure wounds, total of 11. So healed myself real quick to help with the limping. I know I'm still fucked up. To
Yeah.
help with the limping
Yeah, that's
for
fine.
sure. Yeah, it's a long story.
You
got
run
in a
into our
fight.
assassin. Oh, the assassin.
I used to. I don't know. I was ambushed. I will. We can touch base on it later. But we, thanks to Wax Watcher Tiff,
Yeah.
she saved me. Her and
Siromon,
lot of them.
you're not gonna introduce me to your fucking buddy here?
I was gonna give it a second.
But no,
It was
don't
in
let
the
them
middle of
talk.
the
Come on,
story.
I'm here. Let's have an introductions, all right?
and this is
Okay.
Brex. He's a
This
friend
is-
of Siromon.
Hi, I'm
They've known each
Brex.
other
I'm
for
a
long
friend of Siromon's. Nice to
Yeah,
meet
he's
you.
a friend of
Nice
mine.
to
How you
meet
He's
doing?
Oh,
always
get
Brex.
this right. Get this. He also trusts until he shouldn't.
Yeah,
I
Oh,
told you got
you
it,
guys are-
right?
yeah.
You guys are partners in that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
weird
I
that you
guess
guys
you could
both
say
are very
that.
trusting.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't at first.
What do you mean he wasn't?
This
at
town
first?
is
Didn't you guys
fucked
just
up.
meet
What'd you
him?
do?
We actually saved the town. I began to tell you about that.
Siromon,
Yeah. So,
Siromon, I know you'll do that. You'll be saving cities one day. My boy. And he kind of picks you
it's
up.
not-
Oh, look at you. A city saving hero. You trust
It's-
until you
it's-
shouldn't.
I couldn't do it alone. It's these guys and our friend Velsius who's off doing something.
Velsius?
Do you know Velsius?
No, it's a weird ass name. What are we doing?
Yeah.
He's a weird
Well, let me
person.
introduce you. That's you'll meet Velsius the Moron later. This is Ray. What's your last name?
All right, Ray.
Brassborn.
Brassborn. Ray Brassborn. This
Brassborn.
is Bazza, who I don't think I know your
Bazza's
last
not
name.
with me. He's at an island.
Oh, sorry, I thought Bazza was there. And then you've already met Galliard.
Galliard. All right. I see you were a servant of Bahamut.
Yep.
All right. May the shield of the Platinum Dragon protect you in times of hardship and all that. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
serve other gods. And he pulls a chain, and there's a little symbol of Pelor, and then there's a little symbol of the moon. Saying,
You serve both the Moonweaver and Pelor?
you do know you're allowed to serve more than one god, right? I'm not an ordained
I mean,
priest. I can pray to multiple
you-
deities.
You can. I just find it
Okay,
interesting.
fucking singular over here.
Yeah, I
These
mean, most
guys.
people are monotheistic around these
That
parts.
doesn't make sense. There's multiple gods. All right.
What island are we on?
This is the
Apophetes.
Apophetes.
Okay, cool. Can I try to sneak away?
Yes, give me a stealth check with disadvantage.
Okay.
When
I'd be keeping a hard eye on him.
Yeah,
so-
give me a
I
stealth
was gonna
check with
say, when-
disadvantage.
when I like shook Brex's hand and stuff like that, I put a hand on Galliard's shoulders and use a cure wounds.
Okay,
Oh, sick. Thank you. That was a 17.
cool. Siromon?
It would have been higher.
I'm keeping an eye on him, so I don't know if you want it to be passive, which is already higher than that, or
Yeah.
if you want me to roll for it.
I would say you see him moving off. It's up to you to decide whether or not you let him.
9 points of
Um,
health.
How much?
9.
Lit. I'm at
I
40,
think-
baby. Keep it coming.
You have more health than me right now. I
Oh,
think.
do I see that Siromon's fucked up too?
Yeah, all
Yeah,
of his
but I'm-
veins
I'm-
are all of his veins are like gorged. You see blood vessels have burst under his skin. His eyes are bloodshot. He looks like shit. He actually
Why are
looks
you guys
really
fighting
bad.
without us? And I'll do a level 2 cure wounds on him.
Well, I
That's
actually
almost-
didn't get to a fight. Yeah, Brex can tell you really what it looked like, but I touched a rock.
A rock. A rock.
I would also be heading towards the west towards the
17.
dockers, the dock spot. I forget what
The
it's called.
Stark Docks?
The Star Docks, yeah.
So south and west.
Go see the homie. Yeah, the home girl.
What'd you say?
Myra.
Right.
17.
17.
Yeah.
Hey, you only give me 9.
I'm feeling good now.
I did a level 1 for you. You didn't look. You guys both look
Yeah,
like
true.
shit. That's why I'm like, why are you
Yeah.
fighting without us?
I would say, yeah, no, Brex, tell him what you saw in like the stone, because I kind of blacked out when I hit the ground and saw things.
Yeah,
and then
Tendril Doom
I'm-
fucking came up and fucked him up. And then, yeah, what are you doing?
in that moment, I'm gonna try and sneak away to catch him.
Give me a stealth check.
Well, I would honestly say that I'm like kind of focused on my way. So if he wants advantage on that, I would just be walking.
This is just for everybody else.
It's more for like, yeah.
Oh, lit. Okay. He's just big ass. Just disappears. I guess it's
15.
different for you because you 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brex explains to you, Ray, that there were runes that they lit up. When they did, a tendril of necrotic energy came and touched Siromon. He took a lot of damage. And that there were runes written in Dwarvish that surrounded the plate that was sitting in the floor that none of them could read. And that the runes on top, Galliard read as Fortress Isle of Latharus under the command of Tanarus and all that. He explains all that. And as he does, as he finishes, he goes, and then, you know, Siromon was hurt on the ground. And where did he go?
They
Siromon.
both are gone.
Whatever. What are you doing?
I was gonna go shopping.
Shopping.
Yeah. Get some spell scrolls.
Could I come with this?
Sure.
All right. I don't have to. You don't have to say yes.
If you want to go
Well, you know what?
shopping,
You know what? I feel
can
like I'm
come.
intruding. I feel like I'm intruding. It's
It's
all right. I'm gonna stay with
just a
them.
shopping trip.
He gestures
Okay.
over at the caravan. You go shopping, and it was a pleasure and honor to meet you. Pelos light your
Yeah.
way, and may Sanin light your path in darkness. All right, goodbye.
Yeah. I just walk away.
Good. You walk away.
Is there like a magic shop here? I don't
No.
know.
There's
No?
not in the town, not in the city of Oathtown.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know that, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
go looking around.
give me
Love how
a investigation check.
we just, I do that at parties all the time. Mid conversation with someone else takes over. I'm like, just walk away.
Yeah, I know. I've seen you do it in real life.
14.
What'd you get? 14? 14? Okay, we'll come back to you. Siromon Galliard, what's the move?
I
I'm
think
heading towards Moira.
Moira.
I would catch up to Galliard and say, I don't know where you're headed, but you're not going anywhere alone right now, so don't try and sneak away.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't know if she'll let you into the shop though, but we'll see.
I can get in. Don't worry. I get through most doors.
I stopped it. I look. I'm like, trust me, you don't want to.
Is the door too small?
No, it's the company might be
Kind of.
a
But
little. Actually, we'll be fine. And I keep walking.
And I just follow.
I'd say like 10 minutes pass, you're able to get to Moira's. The door's closed. You see there's patchwork on it to repair parts of it. The bodies that were inside are piled outside now on the little street. It seems they're waiting to be picked up by the Zalezo or someone else providing that service. And the door's closed, and it's dark in there.
So Siromon, listen. Try not to ask too many questions. Just act cool, dog.
I
That was
wasn't
so
ready
wild.
for the dog.
That was
I
so
wasn't ready
wild.
for the dog.
No, it's just trying to be funny. Yeah, just try to be quiet. Just try not to ask so many questions. Goddamn.
Is
Wonder
this
who would be worse for this, Caravan or
Yeah,
Celsius?
listen, you gotta trust me. They're good people.
I
But
trust you.
just-
This
yeah, I was like-
isn't-
just try not to ask too many questions. Just follow my lead and just
this isn't gonna end in a fight or anything, right?
no. I hope not.
Okay.
She's actually the person who gave me information about the Volstruckers. So
Okay. I will
Cool.
follow your lead.
awesome. And I knock on the door, and I think it's the first time he sees me use Steve Can't.
You
Oh, if I know what that means.
You don't. You hear a soft halfling voice from inside go, "Oh, we're just opening. Hold on." And you hear like a rustle of moving of stuff. And then you see in the little window, a little halfling hand comes up and flips the sign from closed to open, and you hear as the door opens, and you see 3'6", which is a little tall for halfling, bobbed yellow blonde hair, pocketed dress with a leather apron with leather gloves in the pocket, amber colored skin, a cute little smile. You see Kailani Adir, which is Moira Adir's daughter, who normally runs the front of the shop. And she goes, "Oh, hi. Could I interest you in, we have new fishing nets, and we have tackle, and I just got back from the swamp and I got fresh worms, so if you wanted to go fishing, you could get those from me. They're only a copper, for a whole bucket worth."
I think Siromon here might be interested in potentially looking at some fishing gear for our travels.
"Do you want to fish?"
But
No.
Oh.
is your mother in?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Are you a shipment dealer? With
Yeah, just let her know Galliard's here. She'll know who I am.
Galliard. Okay. Just look around, and I'll be back. And she goes to the back and opens this back door into an office. Siromon, it's a fisherman's shop. It is for selling rowboats and that sort of thing.
I'm gonna go up to Galliard and say, I'm following your lead, and your lead is serious. So we're playing this seriously. I'm with you.
Super serious. He said, "No, I'm not here to fish."
And like, there's a demeanor change. You said follow your lead, so I'm like following your lead in this.
Maybe not that's serious. It's also nothing. Never mind. It's fine.
Okay.
The door opens and Kailani comes out and she says, "Mom will talk to you, Mr. Galliard. Come on."
Mm-hmm.
And do you want to look at boats or something? I feel bad if you're just kind of standing here.
Siromon,
No,
if
I'm
you
going with
wanna,
Galliard.
do you? Yeah, you. I don't think you can come in with me, Siromon. Also, is there anything you might need help wise from a 8-foot tall elephant? I forget the race you are, but I would say
Luxodon.
that Luxodon.
Yeah. That boat over there fell off when the blight spawn attacked Mom. Could you put it back?
So as you can tell, Siromon, this part of the island and this shop also has been affected by the blight and stuff like that. I guarantee you, and I promise you, I'm not in danger, and I'll try to explain things later on. But if you want to just help them out where they need it, and I will be back shortly.
I'm gonna make like direct eye contact with you. Still in like the serious, and I'm just going to say, I'm going to be listening. And if I hear anything sketchy, I'm busting through.
The little halfling woman is like, don't break anything in here. My brother is in the Zalezo, and I will call him to arrest you.
I promise you, he won't break anything.
Once that message has been made clear to him, I'm gonna turn over, fix my demeanor, and say, "I'm so sorry about that. Galliard is a little untrustworthy, so I'm here to help you, and I'm gonna go over directly to the boat, just pick it up and place it where it needs to go."
Walk it through.
Yeah, we're gonna leave.
Whatever
We're gonna
else
leave
you
her. We're gonna leave her with the.
She's so confused. Yeah,
As
there's
you,
no way.
as you walk into the back. Yeah, you see Moira, blonde hair graying, wearing the work leathers. She has mud on her boots as well. It looks like she just came back from helping her daughter collect bait to be sold in the shop to keep the cover going. As she says, "Oh, Galliard, my newer little bird, it would seem. How can I help you? What have you learned?"
Is there a place I can sit? And I'm like, I just want to sit down.
Yeah, sure, right here. She just moves out her desk chair where you see she would write ledgers, Both the obvious ones for the business and probably the secret ones. Take a seat, please. It'll hold you.
I got a few things to tell you that I found. Viz is apprehended by the Weeping Eye. I was almost killed by one of their assassins, a Minotaur named Cole. Cole, yeah, I don't know if you or your birds can get information on him, but he told me himself that Viz told him where to find me. So I don't know how compromised Viz is.
Viz wouldn't do that.
Viz, I mean, he knew of the Maroon Way camp. I don't know anybody else that would know of that camp specifically. He was waiting for me, almost knowing that I might show up at the camp again, and he was right.
I'll let our friends know to be on the lookout for Cole and any information on him they can find. And Viz, if he's revealing secrets, Galliard, then I can't protect him.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if he's revealing secrets about you or just me. Look, I'll be very transparent with you. I'm not dumb. I know you probably looked into who I am with the birds and stuff like that, or else you wouldn't have offered me to be a part of the Myriad. So what do you know about me?
I know a lot. Served in the auxiliary regions of the Dundalian Empire. Saw combat on the plains of Jorhas. Saw combat in the border garrisons at Blade Garden. Fought your way through the Ashkeeper Peaks as part of a mercenary company for some time. Moved into the Othamor. Tracked down a few noblemen. Shook them down for their money and secrets. Didn't learn what you were hoping for. Found your way into the Maroon Way. Killed some Zalezo. Took some slaves.
You know who I'm looking for?
I don't know his name. But I do know that the little town of Drakeneld was burnt down some years back. And that you may have been from there. Was that you?
Yeah, used to be me. And like I said, if I'm going to be a part of you, I will tell you that I'm looking for my son.
Your son?
Mm-hmm.
She glances over at a little painting of her and her two kids on the wall. I understand how important family is, Galliard.
If I didn't know that, I wouldn't be telling you this. My son, I haven't seen him in over 10 years. It's almost like he's the perfect stranger now, but he's alive to my surprise. And him being taken and now apparently a part of the Weeping Eye is, I think, the reason why Viz was giving away secrets. I don't think the Weeping Eye is like other organizations. I think they're a lot more brutal than I had anticipated. And just like I said, I don't know if Viz is revealing secrets of the Myriad or not, but he's surely revealing secrets of me.
If they have one of mine, then they are my enemy. And I will see to it that they become the Myriads as well.
Lastly, I heard that Sandra Rodellis, the new leader of the Maroon Way, is in Otha.
In Otha?
In Otha. Came from the lips of the Minotaur that almost killed me.
I will have mine begin searching immediately, but how stupid is she?
She's got to be looking for something. To come back here
Do you think she came
knowing
with
damn well.
this cult to find you?
I don't think so. He didn't seem like they were working together. He just blatantly told me that she was an Otha. I think a way to I know the Maroon Way wasn't like a group of people you were fond of, so dealing with Sandra.
No,
Would
no,
be
there's a bounty on her. 1,500
best.
gold for her head. 600 for the rest, I believe. If you find her, you kill her. But I won't pay the bounty if you're one of us.
I don't need the money. Maybe the bounty that is earned or supposed to be earned, you could put it somewhere else. I mean, the town needs rebuilding anyways. I'm sure a lot of families are misplaced. Kids need homes.
Will you come with me?
Or like right now?
Right now. Yes.
Let's go. If we're going far, my friend will come with us.
Friend.
Yes,
Does he know?
he does not know.
Good. I will make up an excuse for him.
Sounds good.
And you see as she changes from the voice to the
Kailani! Dear Kailani!
and Kailani comes back.
Mother, yes? Kailani, get us a rowboat. We're going to go on a little trip. The four of us. So make it big for him.
And she kind of points at Siromon. And as you all get into a rowboat, let's take a break. And we'll come back to Bazza. Bazza. You and Ruddy Pete make your way to the edge of the Rudwashes, the southernmost edge, where just recently you all crashed a flying island into the swamp waters. You see that it is mostly submerged in the darkness of the mucky, swampy water, but you see that as a result of the impact, the space that the island crashed into, instead of being murk and muck and many different levels of like mud and rough terrain under the water that you would have to pass through, it's almost like a gulf full of water where the water itself is deep leading down. So you could dive in and swim down if you're trying to get to the ruins. And as you get here, Ruddy Pete goes,
So you wanted to go down there and hopefully find the big old thing?
the idea. In my times on the coast, I had a little spell. Caused me at least to see or
Yeah?
breathe. Yeah,
Oh, how long does it work?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Wait.
Hmm. Do you mind if I cast a longer one?
Because you're kind of asking to cast spells on me.
Uh-huh. I mean, I already did without your permission, but I'm wondering if, with your permission, I could, do a little thing.
Am I supposed to resist this one? Is this part of the
Nope.
day's? Okay. Yeah, hit me.
Cool. He will cast, I believe it's called water breathing on you. Yep.
Okay, there you go.
And it's been a day. Do those bugs, those bug lights, are they still alive? Do they still
No,
function?
they've shriveled and fallen off as little huskies and have died.
That makes me
Little,
sad.
little sad husks.
Okay.
And if you were in their ecosystem, that's when they would then be fed upon, and then in the poop of the creature, a new one would be born that ate their corpse. But here, they're just going to decay into nothing.
Yeah. Oh, so I spend most of my. I haven't learned any light cantrips.
What?
Yeah. Look, I taught myself. All right, and most
Oh.
of it was running the fuck away.
Oh.
So, would you mind just,
Can we not do this now, or?
No, you know what?
I could. I mean, I could. I mean, I could.
Is
Okay. On
Thank you.
what?
I
Give me a piece.
I
Pick
will.
a place.
I'll take one of the pieces of jewelry on my chest, specifically of a moon and wave.
Light.
Okay. So we're here. I was gonna go back. So the
Yeah, she's just kind of like, am I going, or
You want to?
do I stay with
Do you?
with Uncle Pete?
If you think we're safe, Pete, I just, I wanted company. I didn't mean to take both of you out. I just.
Oh, I'm not doing nothing. I'll be here.
Okay. If you'd like to come along, dear.
Yeah. Here.
He casts the same 2 spells on her. She goes,
Oh, the air tastes weird.
Well, it'll get better. It's swampier. Let's get in here.
Ew.
cool. You whoosh, drop in, and as you do, she kind of wades in, and then goes under. And after a moment, you see she's like turning red.
Like,
Bubbles. Because yeah, you can't talk. So cool. Do you swim down? Awesome. You swim down into the structure and give me a perception check.
uh, 14.
14. Only in the parts that the light permeates can you see. And in that you notice something. A lot of the island facade has fallen away from this island upon the impact. And you see the beautiful cut stone inlaid with metal, covered in runes, structure of what this island must have looked like originally. when it flew as a part of the city of Lathras, like a beautiful ancient ruin under the water. You see that the Dryad's Manor has at least in part imploded on the top. The majority of the second floor looks to be gone, and you see that a lot of the structure of the manor itself was overlaid onto another building as well, of the same architecture as the original island, which you are now seeing revealed as you swim through the deeps of this murky swamp. Fitting background, by the way, as you are coming into the ruins of the Dryad's Manor and this island. What would you like to do here?
Well, since the original objective with Velsius I wanted to recover any of his home and obfuscate traces of it.
Right, his home wouldn't be here.
Right, I know, but like traces of Lathras. So, threefold. I'd want to go through the building and then either grab or destroy things that would be evidence of Lathras. I wanted to the bottom, whatever blue rock was available, figure out how to do that. And then 3, I wanted to, pay respects to, the place for the Dryad and Tulip now and Velsius. So if there's the underneath, I didn't see any of the underneath of the island, so I would just really start swimming there to see what amounts of the stone.
Yeah. Swimming down there, you see engraved lines that move through the cut stone base of the island that lead to points that would have had smaller pieces of broomstone that would be roughly about the size of maybe 1.5 feet long and maybe about 3 or 4 inches wide, like long crystals that would be inlaid into many of these points. But you see that as a result of the impact, a vast majority of these were pulverized into nothing and are now gone. There's just there isn't even the faint dust of them. It's been so long that it's moved out into the surrounding regions and been disappeared under mud or taken away by the swampy currents of this large swamp-like lake. But at the base, you see a large opening, and you were actually met with a soft glow on approach as it seems to interact with the magic of the light spell and spark and light a bit of a massive piece of broomstone. Maybe 1,000 pounds of it. It is a huge formed cut crystal of broomstone that sits at what you recognize from the angle of the sunken island would be the very base of the bottom. You see it shattered into pieces and has slid partially out of its holder into the muck and into the mud. And you see each one of these pieces is so large that you by yourself could not move this, especially in this underwater environment. It would be very difficult. This would require a concerted effort by many people, or people who are good in things like dunamancy, or somebody who could activate the broomstone with a new inscription for the purpose of lifting it out to then make it into something else. So maybe an artificer or a runesmith could make a new metal bracket that you could attach to it, activate the bracket, and then ride the broomstone to the surface.
And are they large enough? I don't know. I don't think. Well, the party met the group of runesmiths coming back to Otha, but I don't know of them. But as far as the pieces of them, could I investigate and wonder if I were to be able to, maybe with the Dryad's help, string them together, charge any of them enough to create kind of this, maybe a ballast system?
To try to lift the island?
Or pop them free, piece, kind of tandem piece
Give
by
me
piece.
give me Arcana.
Okay. Better. 22.
22. Yeah, you think not for all of them, because some of them are still seated in the structure of the island,
Right.
that you would have to break that structure to remove them.
Mhm.
But for the pieces that slid out and are now resting partially out and on the bed of the lake here, you could probably figure out a way, maybe with a combination of like grasping vine and stuff
Yeah.
like that, to build a kind of lasso network between them all to where you could try to pump magic into them.
I'm thinking Avatar Floating Isles type thing.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, I would say without skyship vehicle proficiency and also your level, it would be a high DC roll to maintain control over that, and you would have to expend a spell slot of second level or higher.
Right.
But you could 100% try to, without an artificer, without the specific runes, just force it to work how it's supposed to and lift.
Okay, well, I'd need to convey this with the Dryad. Can I take, Cotil, I'll let him crawl out, water snake, swim
Mhm.
speed and everything.
Yeah.
Can we just fan out and look for maybe a piece of the structure where there's air pockets? And go inside, we can communicate?
Yeah, give me a survival check. With advantage because of him.
Thanks. The 4, and that's 17. So 16.
Cool. You motion for the Dryad, you motion for Tulip to follow you into the structure, and you go in and you see there is a small current moving into the library. As you go in, like you see the waters moving into the
That was
library.
next question. Yeah, we go in. Do I have? I'll take my pack, and I will braid a little bit of rope around my waist, and I will extend it to the Dryad, and motion that she should do the same.
Yeah, Tulip takes it and wraps herself up around it and tries to tie it. Give me a dexterity check.
Yeah.
Would you sleight of hand?
It's very bad. That's a 5.
Cool. She makes the most badass knot you've ever seen with a natural 20. She just... and you've got what you think will work. As you move into the library, you see the majority of the bookshelves are gone. Just pulverized into nothing. Except for the ones that had portal books. They are pristine. Like there was no impact.
Right.
All of the books on them, except for the facade books, the stone books that were enchantments to open portals, are gone. Only the portal books remain. And you see one of them is active, and water is moving through it and disappearing into a space.
The rate that, like...
You're not being pulled. You're not being
Okay.
pulled. You give me an intelligence check.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's falling down on a mountain, going into a void, or just going into a glade, right? Intelligence, that's a 20. The 24.
24. You judge that the current is consistent but steady and slow. It is not the emptying of the... If the portal were to the mountains, or the portal to part of the astral plane where there is no air were open, you would have noticed the lake draining already.
Right.
So it's got to be, there's either a weird current issue between the portal here and the portal to the bedroom, causing a strangeness, or the portal to the Eldritch Battery is open.
Can I get into the space and kind of enter the space on the opposite of the door? I'm trying to get towards the battery.
Yeah. You swim in, and then Tulip follows. Little Sneak follows as well. And you get to a point where you can see in, and you do see that pocket space is mostly flooded, but not fully flooded. And you can see the Eldritch Battery is in there, and it is mostly submerged under the water.
Am I getting any? Is the water temperature charged? Is it the same temperature? Is it the? I mean,
It gets warmer the closer you get.
yeah, I'd like to approach slowly and kind of not holding a spell, but kind of getting ready to pop Quiddle back.
Yeah.
Away from it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna.
Cool.
Approach it.
You swim in, and a lot of sound returns to you as this room is filling with water as you are able to pop your head above the surface and breathe air again. The illusion of the ever twilight sky is failing, and the true dimensions of this chamber are beginning to show to you. It is a stone chamber with a real natural floor, which is now dying rapidly from the water here. The illusion will flicker in and out of existence as the last trickles of charge in the Eldritch Battery are falling into the water and disappearing. But you do see the water directly near the Eldritch Battery is bubbling, like boiling with the heat of it. So it's rapidly expelling its energy into the swamp. The battery, it also isn't completely intact. It is in 3 pieces. They're still held together by the cage, the arcane cage, that the Eldritch inscriptions were on, that kept the crystal there. But the crystal itself is in 3 chunks.
Is there any sort of check vibe-wise I can do to see whether or not there's a clock on this that would
There's no such thing as an Eldritch check, so give me an Arcana check.
Now I'm looking to know whether or not because I have to gather this today, do I have to circumvent the boiling water or can I wait that out?
Yeah, give me an Arcana check.
14, 21.
You gauge that this crystal itself is not something you've ever seen in nature. And that even while shattered, it still retains charge. And you surmise, you think that, you don't know for sure because you can't until you've experimented on it, but you believe that if you allowed this Eldritch Battery to completely empty, you could still put energy into it later, and it would be able to retain it. You would just have to repair the structure to prevent the leak that is happening now. And the leak is at an exponentially greater rate than it was before because now the crystal's in 3 large pieces instead of a small Eldritch Blast crack.
Does it appear to be mounted solidly to the base still, or has it been dislodged?
Because
I'm
of the
wondering if I
shattering of the
can
crystal,
lasso it.
it's a crystal with metal bands that were wrapped around it that are attached to a metal structure, and on the bands are Eldritch runes, which you can't read. You're a wizard.
Right.
And Velsius can't read because he's reborn and he doesn't know anything about what he is. The crystal itself, you could probably destroy that container and take the pieces. You know that the magic is stored in the crystal, and you also know with that 21 and with your understanding, you probably want to keep those bands so that hopefully a runesmith can help you rebuild them.
And so the cage itself, there's the artistry, that is a retaining ring. There's not, the artistry isn't within that. It's within the bands in the crystal.
It's within the bands in the crystal, yeah.
Yeah.
You gauge it was set in place. It could probably be removed as a whole structure or taken out piece by piece, whichever is easier.
Okay. I'm going to cast Bazza's water spout.
Okay.
To attempt to blast this thing out and off.
Out and off? So do
Yeah.
you cause the emission of the water spout to be in the base under that it was set into the frame?
Yes.
Cool.
Try to dislodge.
Let's just do an Arcana check and see what the vibes are.
10, so 17. That's pretty good.
Okay. There is a rushing of water as you cause the water under the whole structure to push up and out, and then it splashes into the water and settles down on the floor. It is separate from the chamber. And now you see the illusion completely goes off. Any magical light in this chamber disappears. Only the light of the 2 light spells on you and Tulip are how you can see. And you also feel the island go
Sick. Okay,
and
that's what we wanted.
settle into the lake even further. As if there were some points of brimstone that were just barely. And now they're nothing. You've detached it.
I'll, on this length of rope, I'll, approach it, or maybe if I can strip it over, depending on the temperature of the water.
So Tulip comes up out of the water and goes, What are we doing? Because there's
This
an air
thing-
bubble in here.
This thing is super cool, super valuable. It's from Velsys' time, and I wanted to kind of remove some traces of
What
this.
What if I was a shark?
I mean, I imagine the
A
dryad
big
wouldn't.
shark.
Oh, you're talking right now. This isn't. We. You still understand me?
Maybe?
Have we done this before?
No. Mildred told me I could do it. Grandma.
Shark would be cool. Think big and strong, you know? Whatever the biggest, strongest thing, as long as you can fit on your way out.
Oh,
Don't want to be a
that's
whale.
right. It's, you know what? I forgot about that. It's really disorientating when the portaled chamber becomes material. As the Eldritch battery fails, you feel a sinking in your stomach, and actually the water changes and moves and falls down 3 feet from its height as the chamber itself shunts out of the interdimensional space it was to the physical place it used to be. You are now looking out from where the portal was to a hallway with a pure stone wall. No water is flowing into this chamber anymore. And you don't know where you are.
Oh, I thought we would still be here. Okay.
Just powering the portals.
You are still here in the room
yeah,
where the
'cause
Eldritch battery was. You just don't know where the room is now.
The portal turned off, buddy.
And where the portal was is it's a door frame. Stone brick.
That's blocking our exit from the room.
There's no door. It is a stone wall built into the door frame.
And it's constructed, yes?
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the rest of the chamber. It looks exactly like the rest of the chamber.
Well, investigation. Is the room itself any different?
With the illusion god, it doesn't disappear into forever.
No.
The dimensions of the chamber itself that you were able to move along with the 3 little stone platforms, the little lab pieces, the trees, the little plants in here, that's all there. They're all dying, but that's all still here. But the dimensions, it's just a square chamber, like 40 by 50 square stone chamber, 1 door in, 1 door out, which is now a stone brick wall.
Ooh. Well, we've got to get out.
No,
Start blasting.
no shark?
Well, is the shark? Are you going to be bigger than the door frame? What if there's dry land ahead?
Okay, I'll wait.
Look. At the end of this day, I want to see a shark. All right? Can we?
Okay.
Can we? I'll make you that. I'll make you
Yes.
that promise.
Yes.
I'm a good swimmer. I don't think I'm as fast, but we can go out and do a little.
Okay, how do we
Let's
get
just
out?
start. Let's just look. I've got some cantrips. Let's just start wailing on this thing. See if we
Okay.
can make some progress.
She
Can I
goes
have a
up to
few-
the door and casts blight into it, and nothing happens. She goes, I tried.
Well, It's a bit. You just do that, huh? How about I'll start to just blast it with water, hit it with cantrips to see if over a few minutes we can make some progress.
Give me an attack roll. Give me a specific attack and an attack roll. What are you doing?
I'd use probably water spout, just kind of blasting.
Okay.
Just blasting and trying to.
So let's say it'll have a damage threshold. You'll have to do a base amount of damage to damage it. So roll damage. It's a stone wall. As long as you don't roll a 4, you'll be able to hit it. So
yeah. Damage is 6, 4, 10.
10. Okay, 10 is the threshold. There's a little crack in the stone, and then water starts coming through.
This is probably fine. I'll just keep doing that, and kind of just working. And if I could just, there was a few things I wanted to say to.
Yeah, I'll say because we're not under threat.
Right.
Fine. You can, each time you hit it, the amount of water increases coming through until you see the door starts bowing in from the pressure of the water being pushed through. Tulip starts looking a little nervous and goes, Shark?
Ooh,
Shark.
Think you'll fit.
She turns into a great white. Full-sized great white shark. 12 feet long. Huge shark. And is immediately quite large and is having a hard time in the space until you hear
I'll move out to the...
as the water shoots into the room and the sound of the water flowing diminishes as the entire chamber is flooded, and it pushes everything off the chairs and off the tables. As you are in here, and out of the darkness, this great white shark swims up to you and just boops you on the face with a great white shark nose. And goes down and takes the Eldritch Battery in her giant jaws and picks it up. The whole assembly. The wall is broken. You do not see anything through, but the entire chamber filled with water instantaneously.
Mechanically, what happened to the rope that we had tied around us?
Tied around you? The moment she turned into a shark, it went slack.
Okay, cool. I'll gather it up and hold it up so she can see me, and we'll just explore.
You move out into the stone hallway, and you are not in the basement of the Dryad's Manor. And this water is cold and salty.
And I recognize seawater.
You do.
Okay. Is there a light source?
No. Just the light source is on you magically. Which is now only on you. Because as a result of the shape change, her light source has disappeared into her from a royal shape.
And the architecture, the stone, stays the same?
It is that ancient Lithurian look. Yeah.
Well, let's fucking go. I'm gonna, I would say at a half speed.
Yeah?
This is unfamiliar territory. I'm gonna just passively be looking out for some shit and then steadily working my way, following any bubble trails. I want to find my way up. I'll probably put Coatilla back out as well.
Give me survival, and I'm going to say, with the help of the Dryad and Hercules neck, you can have advantage.
13 minus 1 is 12.
It is a series of columns in a long stone hallway that continue on for 300 feet of swimming before you see a staircase that just goes up. And it doesn't spin up, it's a straight staircase that goes up. And you
So like at a grade.
it's straight hallway and then up.
Got it. Cool.
The water is bitter cold. Bitter cold. Make a constitution save.
Oh.
Cool. Take a point of exhaustion as you start getting a little fucking wheezy in here.
And that is
That's the only way I can describe it as.
that checks and
I
saves.
was like, okay.
Huh? Oh, where the point of exhaustion is?
Ability check.
Yeah, abilities.
Abilities,
disadvantage.
but not saves, right? Okay.
Yeah. You swim
But
up.
yeah, if time is limited, we'll probably with a little bit regular speed instead of half.
Cool.
Thing.
You swim up until you break the surface of the water. And you find yourself out of the stairway looking up another 50 feet it would go to the very edge of the light spell. It's the shape of a metallic door. The door itself is on a flat platform, like the stairs come up, flatten out, and then lead to a metallic door. And the great shark comes out and puts the Eldritch battery down on the very edge, and she turns back into herself, and she goes, I
Yeah.
don't,
Mm-hmm. Well,
I
only
can't
one way
swim
to
in
go.
the air yet.
Would be cool.
Yeah,
I bet you can turn into other things that can fly.
no,
Oh, not yet.
I'm not high enough level.
Yet without a flying speed.
Yeah,
Soon.
okay.
There's only one way to go. So, reminder. Your progenitor, we'll call her, was working with some nasty people. You might be in one of their places.
Oh, Mildred called her mom, and I did not like that.
I don't think that you should. You know what? I'm proud of that impulse. It's very good.
Gave me the... Siromon called it the heebie-jeebies.
Dated.
It's a bit dated in medieval times.
Bit dated.
Well, there's implications.
I heard this Age of Arcana, dog.
It's good. Let's go up. And if once we're safe, I wanted to talk to you about it.
Okay.
Book it up the fucking stairs.
You go up the last 50 feet of stairs to the flattening of the platform to this beautiful 15-foot tall metal door, upon which is the depiction of an angel with 10 wings, a hood over his face, and you see 4 beautiful, brilliant captains at his feet. One surrounded by trees and plants, one surrounded by arcane energy, one surrounded by spears and swords, and one surrounded by castles and documents. The door is closed.
Any visible handles or mechanical ways of opening the door?
Give me a perception check. You're exhausted. That's disadvantage.
So I won't use that 17. That will be a 9.
No. Not that you can see. Wow. Tulip says as she approaches the base of the door. Wow. She reaches a hand out and touches the little figure of herself, of her prior self. She's pretty. Who's that?
That, I think, was your Reginald.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Heebie-jeebies. She steps back.
Oh.
There's a little trickle of water that's coming through the door, like under the base. It's the tiniest little stream. But the tiniest of streams over time can fill the greatest of spaces. This water's really cold.
I might have gotten us in a little bit over our head.
Do we call for help?
Well, I don't know how to do that.
Oh no,
Yeah. So,
that's not good. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
we'll figure it out. Can I do an arcana on the door to see if there's a way that specifically maybe I would think that the Dryad might
Sure, yeah.
open
Give
this,
me
like, her door.
give me an Arcana check.
So it's not bad. Also not bad. So with a 15, that will be a 22.
22. 22. You take the thoughts that this was the Dryad's construction and you throw them out the window. This may have been a place that was gifted to her, but this is whatever this angel is. This was his building, his construction. With a 22, you gauge that the door was sealed after the creation of the portal space so that it would have a physical return point. And you look around in the darkness and you see a tiny little hole in the wall to your right. Minuscule, maybe the size of a silver piece.
Pick up Coattail,
Mhm.
and I,
Cool.
provided that it's head
He-
sized,
He
I'll backlight him.
he goes in there and then
Oh,
vanishes from this realm as he takes damage.
hi.
Oh no, your snake.
Yep.
Is he okay?
Well, I'm sure he'll be peeved with me, but
Oh,
I think I can. I'll get to
what do
that.
you do here?
Well,
Ow!
something happened
Don't
damaging.
hit me.
I was afraid you were gonna hurt. That I was. Well, I'm sorry. I didn't want you to hurt yourself.
I didn't
Well,
want you to hurt yourself, so I hurt you.
Don't. If you do that again, I'll tell Grandma and she'll kill you.
Like Ruddy Pete.
She's crazy. Yeah, she was
I'm
telling me
gonna-
these stories. Wow. She held a dragon's jaw open and Ruddy Pete threw spells down its throat.
They related.
No,
Huh. Maybe an old party member. I'll peek in the hole. As we're talking.
you peek in the hole?
hmm
Lit. Cool.
Was that 60
It's like 8 points of piercing damage as a little needle shoots out into your eye. And yeah, you can't see out of that eye probably until you're healed.
So don't do that.
And as the blood soaks through the hole, the door and at its opening, there is a
Shit ton of fucking water.
jet stream of water that starts becoming a torrent and then a flood. And she goes, "Hold on!" And she grabs onto you, and she turns into a shark again as you are grabbing onto her, as the entire chamber rapidly fills with water until the sound of the filling disappears. And she swims back, picks up the battery with you holding on, and swims up. And she swims up for hundreds of feet, 200 feet. The pressure is immense, pressing down onto your body until you surface on a beach.
Okay.
In the ocean, near a
The
city,
beach episode begins.
and you see a large ship sailing by as you are riding on the back of a shark with an eldritch battery in its mouth outside Port de Mali
Okay.
on the Menagerie Coast. Galliard.
Yes. The fuck. It's funny because I had my map open. I was like, where's he gonna come with from?
Galliard, you and Siromon are... Hold on, let me do this real quick.
We are straight chilling.
On a rowboat.
You guys are rowing through the swamp to a small little swampy islet that has a single stone structure on it. It looks like a small little cairn or shrine that you would kind of say your prayers to the deceased in remembrance to, with a little torch lit. But you also see there's a small wooden rickety fishing dock on it. It is draped in this large, beautiful weeping willow tree that branches hang down and the leaves hang down and they touch the water of the swamp. As Siromon, you row the boat to the little dock, as Kailani's like, "Oh, right there, right there. I'm so excited. I haven't been fishing with Mom in some time. This will be fun,
like
and
fishing?
you're gonna like fishing too, big boy. You're big.
Oh, I love fishing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll do this."
Yeah.
And you come up and reach the water here, and you can tie the boat up. Moira takes you, Galliard, and says,
With me, dear, over here.
and leads away from them.
You, Kailani, you two get started fishing. We'll just be over here praying to your grandfather and grandmother, let them know we're still alive and all that.
Are they staying within eyeline?
You can still see them, yeah. It's
I
a
would also
small
look back and-
island. It's like 15 by 15.
Look at that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd give Siromon the look of like I'll be okay type of deal.
Okay.
Oh yeah, follow her.
Galliard, she leads you there. And she says, "This is where I take all those who would become my little birds."
Right here, particularly.
This is where I became one. This is where I killed my former gang leader as a part of a deal. This cairn's actually to him. I don't pray to him. He can rot. Actually, his body's the trees growing out of it. Give me a gold.
Reach into a bag and get her a gold coin.
She takes it. She goes over to the cairn. She takes some oil, puts it into this stone basin that rests on the cairn, and she lights it on fire. And she flips the coin in there. Secrets and service, sanctuaries and gold.
Dealings and holdings, friends and foes. Repeat after me, Galliard. I vow
I vow
my service to secrecy,
my service to secrecy,
my sanctuary and gold.
my sanctuary and gold,
Make my deals with my friends
make my deals with my friends
and with my foes.
and with my foes,
And to my organization I shall
Yeah.
hold.
and to my organization I shall hold.
You've offered up a gold to the Myriad, and the Myriad gives you a gold in return. And she takes out a gold piece, and most gold pieces are stamped with a decoration of the region that they were made from. A stamp of the Clovis Concord for the people of the Menagerie, or of the specific cities within the Menagerie, as they are city-states that just have an agreement. So on and so forth. It is a blank gold piece with nothing on it. And she hands it to you. It's your mark. If there's any doubt, show it, and they will know.
I put it in the bag of holding, not with the rest of my money.
Okay. I welcome you to, well, you know. If for some reason you were to be captured, the Myriad can never be confirmed to exist. You would say that you belong to the birds of the Othamor.
I belong to the birds of the Othamor.
Correct. And you would sell no secret and say no names. If you do, a bounty will be placed on your head and you will be found and killed.
I wouldn't expect anything less.
In order to become of rank, you're an initiate for now. You will have to complete for me a task. In your travels, you will go to many places. You will see many people. You will do many things. And I feel that one of the places you will find your way to is Rexentrum, the city of the king, the capital of the Dwindolian Empire. So I will give you this. She hands you a sealed envelope. To be opened upon your arrival in the city of Rexentrum. It will tell you what you are to do. You will do it. And then when you see me next, you will give me that which you have taken.
Take the envelope and does the envelope have anything on the outside?
It has a blank seal, a stamp, a wax stamp that is blank. Has the exact same size as the gold coin.
I also slipped that into the bag of holding.
Okay.
Consider it done.
Fish a little. Keep the cover.
I never got to say thank you for the information. And I'm sorry about Viz.
If you find him, I will trust your judgment on what you think needs to be done. If you think he deserves to live, spare him. If you think he's betrayed us, cut him down. The choice is yours. I will endorse either. Oh, one more thing. She takes a little feather. It's blue. You recognize it. You've seen some of these birds in the Othamor. Little finches that go from swamp tree to swamp tree that kind of eat a lot of the little insects and stuff in the region. And she hands you the small blue feather. Just to show you're mine.
Do I have to wear it or anything?
No, you don't have to wear it. But
If one of the hand were to ask, you show them that. And if you ever meet one of the members, well, we don't know. If you ever meet somebody who calls himself the Doctor, be very careful with him.
With him.
Yep, with him. Also, as the DM looks up his notes real quick. Let's see. If you ever find yourself in Zadash, you can find a friend in the evening nip. It's a tavern. More like a hideaway.
The evening nip
Mm-hmm.
in Zadash.
In Zadash, yep.
Is there anything you need me to do here in Otha while I'm here?
Find that bitch in the Maroon Way and kill her. And bring me proof. I like to remember who's died. She
It'll
kind
be
of
hard.
She
to
gestures
do.
over, actually, to the base of the cairn. And you see there's a little stone box, and she lifts up the stone lid, and inside are little trinkets and baubles from maybe 30 different people. I like to put their stuff in there.
I'll bring you something of hers after I take her life myself.
Good. She closes it. Ray. Let's see here. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's see. Ray, that group of 200, you see they've broken into smaller groups and they've headed to other locations. You've helped and healed in the halls of Ray's healing. Was there anything you wanted to do right now?
I had rolled the 14 for an investigation looking for a magic shop, but you and I
Yeah.
both know there's no magic shop here.
The closest you find is a little wooden shack in the Stark docks on the north side, near the military wharf, where you see it says Pescal's Paper Makers. And it's just a small little one-story shack. You see there's smoke from a small fireplace going, but then there's another chimney behind it, and you see what looks like steam is coming out.
I'll go check it out. If it's the closest I can find.
Cool. Yeah, the door opens, and you see it's a tiny, maybe 8x8 shop front. And you see there's rough rolled parchment on these little shelves, and it says 1 copper piece for a bundle, 2 copper pieces for a bundle. You see there's a small door opposite you on the right that is closed, and behind it you hear swooshing, like somebody is pushing something into hot water over and over again as you enter in, and the little bell goes ding, 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 ding. You hear,
1 minute. 1 minute.
I'll wait.
a minute goes by, and a little door opens. The skinny human kid comes out, maybe 17. Dirty hair, dirty face, covered in what looks like wood pulp that is just wet and is coming off of him. He comes in and he looks at you with these big beady eyes, and he's, hi, a customer. I am pleased to meet you. I'm Pescal.
Hi, Pascal. I'm Ray.
Ray. How can I help you?
Well, I am realizing that this town isn't like any that I've grown up in, so I'm assuming that I won't find a magic shop. I was looking for some spell scrolls.
No. Small town.
Yeah, so that's what I'm picking up on. So, happened to chance upon your place. Thought I'd come in and see what you have.
For magic.
For anything? I mean, magic, preferably, if you have stuff for magic.
Wait here! He runs back into the back room and slams the door closed. And you hear... Oh! 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 Help! Help! Help!
Go back at it.
The door opens. You see he climbed up onto a shelf and the whole thing fell onto him. And he's now covered in ink and covered in paper mulch. And he goes, help, get it. And he points over at there's this little wooden box and there's this puddle of ink going towards it slowly. He says, get it.
Yeah, I pick it up and then help get the shelf off of him.
Cool. With your strength, you move it off. In this back room, you see it's a mulch mill where you would pound down wood into mulch and then press it into paper. And the steam rising is the hot water of the water baths that all the mulch is in. And you see there's these shelves and there's all these fresh made parchments and scrolls and little journals that seem to be roughly bound in leather that he did himself. And you see actually as he gets up and starts trying to dust some of the ink off, his whole face is covered in this bluish ink. And he's like sopping it out of his eyes, this little teenager. And he looks at the journals, and some of them are covered in ink, and you just watch him go, oh man, I worked in this so long. And he picks up these covered in ink journals and just starts
You feel better now?
I do.
Okay. I'm glad.
You saved the box?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, that's my prize possession. Thank you.
Oh.
Can you open it? You open it, and you see pristine paper. Beautiful paper. Not with the rough, like, cut, trimmed edges of medieval paper. A fine line like a modern printer would cut it. And he goes, it's the only paper that might be spell quality in my collection.
Oh.
Do you want to buy it?
Sure. I'll take it.
Great! I've never sold spell paper before. How much do you want to pay me?
How much does spell paper cost? I don't know how much it costs.
I don't know how much
He would know. He would know. So,
Yeah.
right?
I would say,
50 gold per level.
yep.
So how many levels of paper is this?
It is one
Level?
whole level. And you see, this is probably a year's work for this kid to make this one level's worth of paper for you.
I'll just give him 60 gold. Hopefully that helps with the mess you've made back here.
It does. As he takes the gold and moves and puts it down very gently next to this little coin coffer, like the under the desk coin pouch things in Skyrim that you could pick lock real quick. And he opens it with this little key and he puts the coins in there and there's too much gold to fit. And he goes, oh. And he puts it down and just hides it and he puts books over it. Nobody will find it. You didn't see that?
I didn't see it.
Great.
Well, this is really nice paper. I appreciate it.
Be careful. Here. And he gives you a little homemade journal. A gift for a good customer.
Well, thanks. If you ever need anyone to buy some more spell paper from you, you know who's looking.
Really?
Me. It's me.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is it me?
I'll get started right away. I'll get started
Yeah.
right away.
Don't overwork yourself.
Nope, gotta work.
Okay.
More money.
He runs into the back, and you hear the sounds of paper mill beginning
Okay.
as you've got
Uh,
one level of spell paper.
Works for me. Well, with that, I'm going to start heading back to the tower, assuming that that's where everyone's meeting up.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Galliard, Siromon. Some time passes, and you're rowed back to the shop, where Moira says to you, Galliard, remember what I said.
Of course. Did we catch any fish?
Give me rolls. Just roll d20. Both of you.
It's a 5.
I have advantage.
No.
The 9.
9. Cool.
Yeah.
Galliard, you caught this tiny little, like, lake trout thing, and the moment you pulled it out of the water, what's her name? Kailani goes, maybe throw that back. And
I would throw it back.
Siromon, you pull one that's only about an inch and a half longer than that one, and Kailani goes, we could feed that to a cat.
I'm sure there's a cat that might enjoy
Yep.
it. Yeah, let's do that.
Great.
Cool. You guys are back at the shop with Moira, and she says, be safe. Well, no, don't be safe. Be brash. Be reckless. Do what you need to.
Well, Reckless almost got me killed today, but
Well, not that reckless.
before I leave, there's no better way to say it, but you might want to check up on your son. He's not doing too hot after
Okay.
the invasion.
Just like his father before him. All right.
And just make sure you know, or you tell him that he still owes me a favor. So
He knows. I'll make sure
Sounds
he's
good.
reminded.
thank you. And then I'll usher Siromon, like, come on, let's go.
Cool. Yes, Siromon.
As we get away from the shop, I'm going to look at Galliard and say, there's a lot going on. You're not explaining a lot. I think I'm owed an explanation, but I'll wait for you to find the time to explain.
Thanks. I feel like today's been a lot, and I am grateful you gave me the time to get fixed up and relax a bit before we get into a heavy conversation. But you're right. You're owed an explanation. I'll give you one.
Absolutely.
And I'll tap him like,
Give
thank
him
you. Yeah, I know.
him a
Not tap
hard
you first.
pat on the back.
Bro, I'm hurt, dog. I'm hurt right now.
As we
dog.
head back, I want to keep an eye out for Brex to invite him back to the tower if we see him.
Nah, Brett. Makes it so loud.
Ray, as you're leaving the hall and you're about to head towards the tower, you hear a ringing of the bell in the center courtyard, and you see the caravan has brought with them a large carriage, and on the back of it is a single church bell by itself that they are ringing and gathering people in the area together. And you see the priest and priestess, the priest of Pelor and the priestess of Sayanin. And as Galliard and Siromon are walking, you hear this bell in the distance too, and you have to walk past the apophetes anyway. You see a large crowd is gathering. More than the 200 they brought. People from the region, priests, scholars, Zalezo survivors are starting to gather in this courtyard as this big church bell just keeps ringing over and over and over again. And you are watching as these two priests are sitting silently on an elevated platform that they seem to have brought with them on another carriage and have placed down here. What are you guys doing?
That seems like a pretty large crowd for what's going on right now.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
gather
I'm,
around the outside, not go in, kind of just hang around, see what's going on.
Yeah, do we see Ray at all or no? Or is it just a big ass
Yeah.
crowd? I mean, I'm
Give me a
fire
perception.
hair.
Give me a perception check.
Oh, he's short though.
Yeah, but his hair's
You
on
guys are
fire.
tall. You can see over the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Perception. That's a solid 5, dog.
Solid 5.
21.
21. Siromon, you tower above the crowd.
Oh,
You
yeah,
see a
let's
little
see.
point of fire in the distance of Ray as he moves through.
Unless there's another fire ganassi, I think I got him.
Let's go get him.
You all are able to
hell,
meet up
no.
as the bells keep ringing, and then the crowd gathers, and they start whispering amongst themselves. And
Hey, wait, do you know what's going on?
Yeah, do you?
No, this feels a little
People,
culty.
people of Otha.
the priest of Pelor starts. And the whispering falls silent.
The light of the sun of the Dawn Father falls upon you now in your times of hardship.
The crowd stands silent.
We are of Pelor and Seanin. We are the church of the sun and the moon, and we bring you boons and blessings. May your mornings be bright, and may your dreams be restful.
You see there are 20 behind them in beautiful robes as well. 10 bear Pelor's robes. 10 bear Seanin's robes. And they stand behind them off of the elevated platform behind each of the two.
I am Flame Guide Veltros, and this is my associate, Wax Watcher Tiff.
And the elven woman bows. And now you get a good look at these two. Flame Guide Veltros is a human man, sun-kissed skin, a wizened face with wrinkles. He seems to be in his 50s with a short cropped hair, a trimmed goatee that he keeps low. He wears the robes of Pelor, the Dawnfather, with this beautiful emblazoned symbol, way larger than any priest of Pelor you have seen, almost showman-like, on his chest of the burning sun in the morning. And then the beautiful elven woman, you see her pointed tipped ears pulled back, long hair that flows down of a dark brown. She wears these purple robes, and they seem to be little stitched in depictions of the night sky, like stars on the robes themselves. And she bears this huge crescent moon, a waxing moon, as she is a wax watcher, on her chest.
We bring you supplies and aid, and we will be holding services here for you before we return to Port de Molly and the new temple we have built there.
You hear murmurs and whispering amongst them all, and you see a priest of Pelor comes forward and steps onto the stage and walks up to Flame Guide Veltros, and you hear him say, kind of a grumbly human man, rail thin. This is definitely a swamper. He's lived out here his whole life. And he comes forward and he says,
I've not heard of the church of Sun and Moon.
and the Flame Guide looks at him and says,
The gods came to us in a vision. Amidst the deepness of our dreams, we heard their voices. Pelor and Seanin came to us both.
and you watch as the Wax Watcher, she steps forward and she says,
And my God said that we must come to Otha. We must help those here. And if they wish, priest of Pelor, we must bring them back to Port de Molly so that they may worship in the Sunfall Sanctuary and know the blessings of sun and moon.
the priest of Pelor looks at them and says, Sunfall sanctuaries?
always been a place of Pelor, of the god of the dawn. What is this?
And you watch as the Wax Watcher comes up behind him and whispers in his ear. And after a brief moment, he goes, Right. You're right. In fact, why don't you conduct your services here at my Temple of Pelor that I watch over? We have no place of saying in, but I know that you could worship her under the beauty of the night sky and the two moons. So why not use this courtyard tonight as well? And
Does it seem like she cast a spell?
give me a insight check.
While he does that, anybody who's going for the sun and moon stuff, are they wearing anything that might look like the sleeper or something crazy like that?
Give me a perception check.
Okay, bet.
25. Oh, wait, no, I'm exhausted.
Yep, you are exhausted.
Fuck.
These guys seem like nice people.
That's a dirty
That one
20.
was a 26.
26?
So 25, because
You
that's
said
the
dirty
lower.
20?
No, it was 19.
Oh, 19.
I thought I had 3.
I rolled an 18 and a 19.
26.
25. But yeah.
25?
Yeah.
You saw the... and Siromon just vibing. You saw the defiance in his face quickly fell away to immediate acceptance. And
Seeming like a
there
charm
was
person type
something
thing.
slightly unnatural about it. With a 19.
Oh, shit. Give me something weird. I need this data, and my dude's fucked up.
With a 19, Galliard. Flame Guide Veltros. There's a brief moment where his hood slips just slightly. And you see the scar of what could have been a nail in the side of his head.
He doesn't remind us of the guy that we fought at Port Damali with the Marquis.
The
There's
one
No.
that got away.
He
No, I thought
doesn't
we
fit
killed him
that.
in the temple.
No, he got away.
Yeah, he got away.
And he wasn't at the
We
temple.
never saw him again.
Yeah, we never saw him again.
Wait, so that wasn't the guy we fought in the Fort Ostergroth?
No.
No.
Okay,
The
lit.
guy,
Does
the guy with the marquee that got away, we've never seen him again.
Does
Yeah,
the nail
I sent
scar
him a
look
message
like it
and
would,
he just like laughed at me or something.
and it would
I
be
can't
like the
remember.
mask that they were wearing, like from where the the entrance of the mask?
Looks about where the mask would have sat.
Son of a bitch, I knew it. I immediately like just lean over to Ray and I whispers like the sleeper.
Yeah, I think I saw the priestess cast a spell on the priest.
No, that doesn't happen.
I'm about to be like, yo, what the
That doesn't
fuck?
happen.
The rumbling
I'm
and we hear
fucked up.
snoring.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just respond. I think I saw the Moonweaver priestess cast a spell on the priest of Pelor.
Yeah, the flame keeper. What the hell was his name?
Flame Guide Veltros.
The flame guide Veltros. He has one of the scars from the mask.
Ray, you know that Flame Guide and Wax Watcher are real titles for
Yeah.
high-ranking priests and priestesses of those specific churches.
Can I do something that might be a no? I don't think he'd do it. Never mind.
could try.
I take it back. No. I was thinking of whether or not he would do this.
Indeed, you could try.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out.
How far away are they from
Do
me?
it.
60 feet. From where you're at in
I'm
the crowd.
going. Okay.
Sure.
60 feet on the money?
Yes, Siromon,
Do I see Brex?
give me a perception check.
I'm gonna reach over, or I'm gonna lean over to Ray. He's like, do you want somebody closest to you, or close to you?
18.
And I flash the rings, the clapback rings.
Hold on.
No, I want to see how this plays out, and
Within-
I cast the spell magic.
Within 18, Siromon, you do see Brex as he walks on stage and goes up to the Wax Watcher, touches the two emblems, and bows to her.
Your homie supporting a cult, boy.
As
What are you talking about? You just got religious.
You-
Oh yeah, I'm also gonna
No, I
read the
didn't say
information
that
to
to you.
hold on. Hold on. Ray, you cast Dispel Magic on the priest?
Yeah. So when he was like, "Do you want someone to be closer?" and he like showed me the rings,
Yes.
I just responded with, "I want to see how this plays out," and I cast because it has 120 feet range. I'm gonna cast the spell magic on the priest that just got charmed, seemingly got charmed.
Okay.
And if it's third level or lower, it automatically breaks. Otherwise, I have to roll.
Roll.
What a bar.
Do I add anything to it?
Yeah, you're.
My wisdom
plus 4
modifier?
on saves. I'm just kidding.
It's your wisdom.
Let's see.
It's your spellcasting.
yeah, it should be your spellcasting
ability. So wisdom. So plus 4, 21.
21?
Is this at disadvantage?
No, I don't
No.
think it is. No.
No,
With
Okay.
exhaustion. Hold on, let me
it,
look at my
should, it
rules.
shouldn't be.
I don't think it is. No.
Because it's just
It should just
ability
be
checks that you
saves.
have
Yeah.
disadvantage. So I don't know if this
Those are
counts.
wild.
Sorry. No, this is a spell.
Cool. He was walking off the stage into the crowd and was being taken by this crowd of the Priest of Pelor that you watched. And you cast the spell subtly through the crowd. Can you give me a stealth check, please? Sleight of hand.
This is a disadvantage, though.
Yes. This is a disadvantage.
12.
12.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can you give me... What level is this? Your spell?
Third.
Third? Cool.
Mhm.
The magic fizzles out of the air and does not reach its target.
Do I notice who cast
Give
the
me-
counterspell?
Give me a perception check, and I will roll sleight of hand.
Well, while this is happening, are they like done giving the speech? Now it's at the point where they're like handing out
yes,
stuff or whatever.
you're seeing, including Brex, people are starting to, all of these priests, they start uncovering these wagons that they pulled with them, and you see food, blankets, tools, all the things that a city needs to rebuild. They have brought what seems to be the first grand shipment from the menagerie under their guidance, and they are claiming it as a shipment by the Church of Sun and Moon.
While he was casting that stuff, I would try to tell Siromon basically what the vibe is.
Yeah.
Sleeper,
Yeah.
nail in the face, no mask. Your boy possessed.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
You think Brex is?
I mean, you think he seemed differently? I mean, he had the chains on, so he might be.
Just being religious is new, but that's it.
Yeah, we're religious to the sleeper.
Ray,
All I know is the sun and the moon.
14.
what'd you get? 14?
Yeah.
With a natural one, you saw he tried to play it off as like holy wibbly blibblies with like your hand where you go, oh, bless you, crowd. You very clearly saw the somatic elements of a counterspell from Flame Guide Veltros.
So he has to see me in order to cast counterspell. So that means he was looking at me while he did that, and I caught him looking at me and doing that.
Yes.
I'm just gonna make
Nice.
eye contact with him and
He-
like tilt
he
my
looks-
head sideways.
He looks back.
I need to go save Brex if this is what's happening.
Dispense
think
with
right
the
now.
food. Dispense
Do-
with the clothing.
we
Take
stop them
care
from-
of the people of Otha. And
You
to
want me to get
all
him or
of
no?
you,
To all of you, I wish the blessings of the dawn.
As he points up, and the sun is at its highest point in the sky. And I think this world will pick up next time.